Okay. So, last time adventuring for the lost mines of Phandelver. Our heroes stood within the laboratory of a wizard underground, the hideout of the ruffians who go by the name of Redbrand. A lone rat gave pause to the party as they entered without issue, but it was quickly caught and taken care of. A few items of interest were claimed before moving on to the next room, shown to be private chambers to some individual. None else, save for their band, were to be found. Whoever's chamber this was appeared to have left in haste, for a few items of import were left. A letter upon the table seemed important, and a hidden doorway in the corner betrayed an escape, left wide but a crack, just enough to be discovered. Then a voice was heard across the hall, muffled through the doorways. "You idiots! Find out who these intruders are!" And battle commenced. The ruffians in their gambling den came out in drunken aggression, meeting the juggernaut before them. Their presence shielded a man across the room in the doorway. A short, dark-bearded human male in robes wearing a princely mantle of ermine and grasping a beautiful staff of glass. When our heroes began to assault him, he quickly closed the door and disappeared from sight. Mr. B ran in a fit of rage to the man's location. He attempted to cut off his escape, but was stopped with a holding spell. The man winked as he disappeared into the long tunnel entrance beyond. Dr. Joe quickly ran after and joining her friend as they charged after the Redbrand leader, of course, once the spell had worn off. A lone bugbear had joined the fray, with blades and spellwork flying about. It appeared their previous night's favors proved to be their undoing, as they were each summarily cut down. Only a moment's pause could be had after their victory, for the two remaining bugbears crept forward, investigating their comrade's fate. But with Mr. B and Dr. O having returned with their quarry to corner the bugbears in their den, the big one, Mosk, wearing a brilliant eye patch, swore vengeance for the black spider, spitting at the mass of metal, his words drowned out in gurgling death throes. Our heroes had at last won the moment. They took a few minutes to gather themselves and pick their next course. Eventually, it was agreed to delve deeper into the hideout and discover the location of the Dendrar family. A goblin servant named Droop was won to their side in the bugbear chamber, telling many useful bits of information, quite easily, as he was enamored with these heroes. The most useful bit of information, though, perhaps, was Brecker's discovery that he knew the man who had come to call himself Glasstaff. Jarno Albrecht. His form was unmistakable. The dark beard, the rich dress, the pomposity. Jarno was apparently hiding quite a secret, or more likely quite a few of them. And thus brings us to the present moment, where our heroes stand in the waning light of a torch within a side chamber to the large cellar filled with old barrels and kegs. 3 guards lay upon the ground, beaten, still in death. A cistern sits on the eastern wall, on the western wall of the previous chamber, where Brecker and Dr. O stand with Droop guarding Iarno's unconscious body from cover behind a cistern wall. Millian is sat sniffing in rat form upon a door at the end of a long hallway, completely dark and set thick with dust from age. The carving of a mournful angel overlooking the hall and piquing the druid's curiosity. As the last body falls, what do you do, heroes?
So there's some kegs next to me?
Yes.
Mr. Bubbles, go watch Yarno.
Millian's going to return to the team.
Okay, this Redbrand ruffian one next to me. He's unconscious or dead?
I have him unconscious. I feel like he was probably knocked unconscious.
Okay.
Wait, the guy above you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cut his head off.
Oh, then yeah,
okay.
he's definitely unconscious. All right.
Just because I thought if he was still there, he probably would have been knocked unconscious. But yeah, we'll just say he's dead.
I had slipped in past Viv, slicing above her, like cutting his head off.
Okay.
Just like watch the horn.
That was like the last thing we did last session. Yeah.
He's just in a more permanent state of unconscious.
Yeah. Permanently unconscious.
I'm like, I don't know what state you want him to be in, but I cut his head off. So.
I mean, I was just making sure because it said unconscious up there. I was like, do we need to take care of this guy or what's he taking care of? I for some reason I forgot. It has been a couple weeks. I did forget about the beheading, but
Yeah,
good on you. Okay, I see a bunch of like crates and barrels around me. Can I investigate them?
Sure. Go ahead. We won't need to make a check or anything. Just an amount of time. All right.
Give me some stuff.
And Melian would like to investigate this door here to the right in front of the cistern.
Okay.
I was
Viv.
just about to say, Brecker was going to head that way as well.
Okay. Viv, as you go to check these areas, you see that all three of these Redbrands that are now slain were wearing belt pouches. And the belt pouches were holding an amount of treasure. You also find 3 dirty scarlet cloaks hanging from the bunks.
One of them have a tear in it.
Does one of them have a tear in it?
Yes.
Oh. All right.
So you find a total of 12 gold pieces, 15 electrum, 28 silver, and 2 garnets.
Ooh, garnets.
Right. What about these crates?
Those crates appear to be old stores. As you look inside of them, you would find some probably pretty rotten apples, if anything even were to remain. Nothing of import in the barrels that you are looking at, Dr. O.
What's this pool?
That is a cistern. It is clean drinking water that you can take out of. As you look inside, would you please make me a perception check?
Yes. Give me a second.
Looking down into the cistern, you see a satchel hanging down on the opposite side.
Okay, so obviously I'm going to walk around to that.
There is a submerged rope. As you pull it up, and look inside, you see that it has been made waterproof. And carrying a sum of gold pieces, as well as 2 potions and a outfit of clothing.
Nice.
Total of 50 gold pieces.
Wow.
Awesome.
All right. Emilian, when you go to this door, do you open it up?
I'm still in rat form,
Okay.
so I just wanted to like crawl under it and make sure there's no more Redbrands around.
All right. As you crawl under the door using your mousy form to do so, expanding and doing such to your rib cage, you peek your head out on the other side and see nothing save for steps leading upwards. Like a little, not a spiral staircase, but steps that go up and around a corner.
Okay, gotcha. So she's just gonna go back a little bit, and she's gonna try to gesture in rat form, like go, and just make a gesture like coast is clear. Can rats do the little thumbs up? I'm not sure, but is the rat equivalent of a thumbs up?
You see Melian in her rat form, probably like 10 feet up above you, holding out a hand, a little mouse hand, and giving a thumbs up.
Can I get out my tools and spend a minute mending Mr. Bubbles?
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm gonna take the cloak off the wall that has the tear in it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take it back to the squad.
Okay.
Hey y'all never gonna believe this. Well, actually, you probably will. I found one of the cloaks, and it's got a tear in it. So, does anybody
Found-
still? I'll go on.
Oh, that was it the specific tear that looked like the piece from the house from the people who kidnapped him?
I mean, at first glance it does, but does anybody still have that shred of fabric? Maybe we can match it up.
I believe I have that right here somewhere. Just give me a second. Let me finish with Mr. Bubble.
Oh no, take your time.
Okay, all right, here. All right, and I'll pull out the little piece of cloth.
All right.
Viv takes it and holds it up to the cloak. Is it a match?
As you hold your little piece of fabric and kind of move it around, turning it this way and that, against all odds, it does seem to fit.
We found them finally.
Hmm.
Seems like he deserved for his head to be removed.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll say.
I rolled 2d6 for Mr. Bubbles. I have no idea.
Okay. Excuse me.
Million is gonna just like look at Viv and go like little rat.
Melian. Why do I keep going? Viv is going to message her and be like, "Oh, is it what's up? What's going on?"
Oh, hey, finally, there is, the coast is clear. There is a stairway going up that is, don't say anything, but to the left, there is corridor that is, it's kind of weird. There's like this weeping angel image thing, but I don't think the Redbrands are using this, but it still looks like an odd corridor. I think we should go to get the prisoners first, but I think maybe we should take a look at it later.
And do you want me to relay that to everybody else?
Yes, I just wanted to let them know that there's another corridor going up. There are doors, but I couldn't get past them.
All right,
But I don't think the Redbrands are using this. There's a lot of dust, and doesn't look like anyone has used that in a while.
all right. So I'm going to relay that to everybody else. I'm going to say, hey, Melian says that the coast is clear. There's a stairway past that door that leads upwards, and she also noticed that behind one of the doors? Behind one of the doors, there seemed to be some odd statue, something like a weeping angel, but she doesn't see any Redbrands around. She suggested that we go free the prisoners first, but just so y'all know.
Oh yeah, that's the crypt. That's where the skeletons are.
The crypt.
Yeah, beyond the scary angel doors. Oh, we don't go that way. It's trapped. There's a pit trap in there. But if you go through the doors, there's the crypt for whoever I think was here before we were.
Huh. Well, that sounds interesting. You say there's a trap in there?
Yeah, pit trap. Gotta jump over it. Don't fall in. That'll hurt.
I imagine.
Might be worth investigating later.
You said prisoners. That's you go through the crypt, and that's where our cells are. I think that's where your friends must be.
Huh. So we got to go through the crypt to get to the prisoners.
I didn't see any ghosts there.
Thought nobody went past the statues.
Well, we don't. I don't think they take that way. That's the way that they want everyone else to go. I think probably so that they fall in the crypt. There's another way across, but you gotta find the secret door.
Do you know where the secret door is?
I've never been there myself. I've heard about it. They take the back way or whatever. It must be close by.
Brecker's going to take an active scan of the room, see if he sees anything unnatural.
Okay, specifically unnatural, or just trying to see what he can find?
Seeing if there's any kind of hidden compartment or doorway that he can find.
Make me an investigation check.
Not perception. I would like to guide myself on this.
Okay.
There we go. Investigation. All right.
Brecker, as you whisper prayers to Gond, asking for his blessing, searching about the chamber, you don't see any such sign of anything hidden, save for that you have already discovered. A cleverly disguised wall in the southwestern corner, which you had come from, and the satchel taken from the cistern upon a submerged rope. Other than the doorway up top to the east and the doorway to the west, there is just the doorway under the stairs to the north.
Nothing here. Must be somewhere else. Another room, perhaps. Maybe we should try upstairs first?
Wherever Mellie thinks, she's been under each of the doors and should have a good grasp on where to go next.
Mellie is going to go and then just squeeze again under the door to try to go up.
Okay.
We have our route.
While they're searching and stuff, can I do one more mend on Mr. Bubbles?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Wow.
3 points of healing to Mr. B.
Wow.
You're looking pretty good, Mr. B. And then I guess we follow Melian upstairs.
Melian. As you go up these steps one by one, doesn't take you very long for you emerge from what appears to be a nice pile of rubble over a trap door. You manage to squeeze out of there. You see the new map?
It's all black.
It's now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It probably would be just Melian because she's the only one on the map.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, yeah. So she just climbs up Mount Everest and is it a trapdoor or just like a regular door? Or?
It's like a little trapdoor. You're able to kind of weasel your way underneath. It's not too difficult to open. When you get above, you see it's kind of cleverly disguised underneath the rubble. That you'd really have to be looking for it where you know it should be in order to find it. Otherwise, a passing glance, you'd probably just walk right past it.
Gotcha. Okay. She is going to wait a little bit for the others because she doesn't want to go adventuring too much without having others around. So she basically just going to try to... Oh, boy. There's a lot of ways to go. Yeah, she's going to wait just a little bit for the others to catch up and before deciding which way to go first.
Okay. The rest of you come up then?
Yeah.
Okay. Put you on the map. There we are.
Can I hear anything? Can I sniff anything that might indicate where a prisoner might be, or other living beings might be?
Looking around, you see no such sign as anything living being around. There's just the calm wind blowing. Out to your west, you see sunlight peeking in through rubble. There is a set of large double doors to the east and a hallway going up and a hallway going south.
I'm going to... Oh yeah, we're dragging. Okay. I'm gonna go where the light is. She sees some light. She wants to check out what that is. Are there little doors on this corridor?
Yep.
Okay, so Mellie's just gonna move around and try to listen for anything. Like she's gonna go from one door and then the other, just trying to listen it, but try to make her way all the way across while paying attention.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check. Nothing but the wind and calm stillness.
Alright, so I'm gonna move on.
You emerge to what looks to be piles of rubble in this ruined manor. You are up above in Tresendar Manor now.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yes.
And this area is inaccessible due to the rubble?
No, you could crawl up and through it.
Can I trail behind her a little bit?
Yep.
I'm still keeping my ears up and trying to sniff around, see if I can hear or see anything. I just want to go get a quick glimpse of the corridor. I'm also keeping an eye for traps or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm
What
staying.
direction-
Oh, go.
Oh, I was just saying, what direction did we come from to get in here?
You would have come from farther south into the woods.
We came from down, into this actual room?
Oh, you went up a flight of steps. So the trapdoor pretty much would bring you to the cellar underneath the house, which is what the Redbrands have repurposed to be their hideout.
I'm staying close to Melian, kind of still in her brain, making sure that she's not trying to say anything or tell me something.
All right.
I kind of want to just know where this corridor leads to. Oh my god, it's so big. Okay. I got to the end of it.
Yes.
And I still don't hear anything, don't smell anything.
Correct. There are, if you can't notice, these are two double doors. So you've gotten to the end of a hallway to a pair of doors in front of you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. I'm gonna do the little squeaky thing, and I'm gonna try to. Can I get under it and see what's across it?
You go into what appears to be a large chamber, possibly a study or a entertaining, a large hall for entertaining or something like that. Possibly even a grand entrance.
But no signs of anyone here. No?
Broken doors open on the far side. Other than that, you don't notice anything threatening or anything such like that.
Okay, I relayed that to Viv because I can feel her. She's humming in my brain right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So she's just like, in there, just waiting for me to talk, but humming too. And I'm like, Viv.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
I don't see anyone here. Areas seem to be covered in rubble. I think we need to have to investigate door by door.
Sounds tedious, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
I'm gonna go back and try to check the rooms.
Okay.
Any indicators in these hallways of like dust or foot traffic of where other people might have gone about?
Go ahead and make me a perception check. You see no such signs.
Okie dokie.
It appears that this area is mostly undisturbed.
Mr. Bubbles, let's catch up to them. I don't like standing around. Now, which way did they go?
I found a room. I opened it.
Okay, I hear Viv.
Can I look around and see if I see anything interesting?
Busted up rubble, wood scattered about.
Would you say that my hearing or my my hearing, my sight would be better as a human? Like, would I know if it would be better for me to be either human or keep as a mouse?
Let's see. So the rat actually does not have dark vision, whereas you as a wood elf, you do have dark vision. But a rat has keen smell, so you'd have advantage on smell perception checks.
Okay, gotcha. So,
wait, no, a rat has 30 feet of dark vision.
Okay, gotcha. But we do have others that also have dark vision. Yep. Almost everyone here.
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna stay as a rat and just focus on sniffing.
Okay. And looking outside, you also notice is right around noon.
I'm gonna go and check the other rooms and see if there's anything in them.
Anything in here of interest or import?
Make me a investigation check. Ooh. You see that the wardrobes and furniture were likely quite expensive at one time, though their value is now greatly diminished since it's all busted up and broken. These abandoned ruins have been wasting away in the wilderness for quite some time. You even actually probably see signs of purposefully being broken.
What a waste of a perfectly good house.
That doesn't look like the crypts or where the prisoners would be kept. Mr. Bubbles, let's head back to the trapdoor. I think we've gone the wrong way.
Yeah, Melly hears that. She's going to just. Oh, there's one door here that's closed. Can I check what's under it?
Sure. You open to what looks like a side chamber that might have kept supplies at some time, maybe a little side storeroom.
Okay. And is it a flight upstairs?
Those would have gone upwards at one time, though they do not anymore.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna join the others and.
Oh, I'm just wandering around. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna join the others and give a little rat's thumbs down.
Not a little rat thumbs down.
Oh no. Oh. Alright, then I think we descend down to the crypt.
Okay.
The door that we think goes to the crypt.
The stairs.
Let me get it out.
First, there's some stairs. Then there's a tunnel.
You all re-emerge within the cellars beneath.
Can I hop on? Like I see Dr. O, just kind of riding Mr. B around. Can I just and I'm like I went some stairs and I went through doors and stuff, and I'm a little bit tired. Can I just like find my way up Viv's and like get on her head and just like hold her horns like woo.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Hi.
I thought you were gonna ask to ride me too. I'm like,
No.
more the merrier.
Melly is still terrified of Mr. B, even more so now that she's like 30 times smaller than usual.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Weird better, Ratatouille.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Then if Melly's already gone through, then I just would open the door if she said there wasn't an immediate threat, and then let's go.
Okay.
Also, obviously, Mr. Bubbles is still holding Glasstaff, and I'll check on him occasionally to make sure that he is still unconscious.
Make me a medicine check.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll just drag him around with us.
Medicine.
Drag him by the hair like a caveman.
No, I'm dragging him by the manacles.
You suspect that Iarno would likely wake up pretty soon, given the amount of time that has passed since he had been knocked unconscious.
You know any methods of keeping him unconscious? You know, like good old-fashioned conk to the head?
Punching him.
Well, that might wake him up.
I mean, if you're just asking rules-wise, I can tell you straight away, but...
I'm more like, how would I know if my character knows that? Like, how do I keep somebody unconscious? I feel like my character would know, but I as a person do not know.
I mean, to keep him unconscious?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything, like, really rules-wise.
Well, I'll just keep monitoring him for the time being.
Basically, if he wakes up, you just smack him again.
Okie dokie, yeah, I'll keep a good eye on him, especially since I think he's about to wake up.
I mean, if that doesn't work, I still have a spell slot. I can put him to sleep.
I think we'll be alright with a good old-fashioned, hitting system.
Alright, just always helps to have a backup plan.
It does. If he makes a go at it, that's when the sleep come out.
Right.
Ooh, this hallway looks creepy and suspicious. What's going on here?
Come on, Mel.
Thick dust covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet, and the double doors at the west end of the hall are sheathed in copper plate, now green with age. A relief carving of a mournful angel graces the doors.
Does the floor have dust on it?
Yes.
Is there parts of the floor that don't have dust on it?
You see little mouse tracks.
But there's no other... Because we're expecting, like, a pit trap, right? Like, this is where Droop said pit trap?
Yep.
Across the... Oh, shit, I cannot say that. But wait, I did mention to Viv that it's, like, the hallway here is clear, but there's, like, a whipping angel, like a door, but I didn't make past it.
I mean, if it's that dusty, then how did the other people get in here? Droop, where would a secret door to the crypts be?
I don't know. I really wasn't ever really the big trap maker in my tribe. That's probably why they sold me.
That is so sad.
It is what it is. My mama never wanted me anyway.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! Fuck.
Well, guess what, Droop? I'm your mama now.
You're my mom? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait for Mother's Day. I don't even know when that is. I've never had it before. I get you a good present.
Thank you. It's you can make it yourself.
I will. I don't. What do mothers usually get for Mother's Day?
Oh my god.
I mean, I like booze.
You like? I like booze too. Maybe you are my mom.
Hell yes, son! You're the best ever.
Oh, I'll get you something good. Oh, I know of this old brew that my tribe used to make. It knocked you right on your ass. I'll try to figure out how to make that.
Son, I have never been more proud of you in my whole life.
The newest sitcom on HBO, Viv's Foster Home for Unusual Creatures.
When she says that she's never been more proud, he starts crying and then quickly turns his head. Oh man, it's so dusty in here.
Viv scoops him up in her big fat arms and says, "Bring it in."
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, son.
Brecker just looks at the doctor with the most confused look possible.
Doctor's paying no mind and starts leaving the room because she doesn't think this is the right spot to be. Completely oblivious to what everybody is doing.
Millie is just rethinking her decision of just writing Viv as a Megazord.
You keep riding me and you're going to be his stepmom.
So if that's the case, and that room is vacant, maybe there would be an entrance through here? Has this room been checked for secret doors?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Where'd you even vanished?
You search the walls, try to feel for any drafts or any weirdness in the walls, like uneven bricks or anything. You don't find anything.
This is unfortunate. Where might this be, Mr. Bubbles? It's strange, isn't it? That room should be northish of here. But it's been untouched. Maybe we just trigger the trap and try to go through anyway?
Can Brecker just kind of scan the floor, see if he sees any sign of any loose stones or something that would indicate a trap?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Guidance. Once more. Okay.
Let's see. Brecker, spending some time scanning the floor, feeling out a little bit in front of you, disturbing the dust, whips up a little bit, now floating in the air.
He just kind of takes his mace and taps in front of it a little bit.
Chink, 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 chink. Tapping the hard metal of your mace on the ground. You're still unable to discern any such pit trap.
Mr. Bubbles will just start hopping forward 5 feet at a time.
You hop forward, chung, landing upon the hard stone. Another 5 feet, chung, and in an instant,
I'm trying to stamp down as if I was breaking the floor.
Where you expected the hard stone of the floor to meet your fall, preventing you from going any further downwards, your feet hit no such hard surface, and a tarp reveals you dropping down into a pit. Please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Would he be too far for Brecker to try to reach to give him advantage on that?
No, we could say that you're kind of following right after.
Yeah.
With a 13, Mr. Bubbles falls into the pit.
Mr. Bubbles!
I mean, that was the intention. I was stomping down.
20 feet down.
20. Jeez.
You are knocked prone, taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage in this loud thump as the metal mass hits the floor.
I didn't think about this.
Oof.
Now I gotta climb back out.
Oh, yep, that's where the pit is. Must be right there.
But now everyone knows.
Thank you, son.
Did I do good?
You did so good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I wasn't here when they made it. I just knew it was here. Didn't know where. But we know now.
Yeah, I'll climb out.
Okay.
On that side. And then I'll...
No, wait, Mr. Bubbles, help me down.
Well, I was gonna put my hands out for you to, like, just slop over at me. Or if you wanted to, like, climb on me before I jumped up.
I throw a rope to you. Can you throw a rope to me? Just come over on a little rope.
Yeah, I'll throw a whole coil of rope over at you.
That's not what I meant, Mr. Bubbles. You gotta hold it so that I can get over there.
Oh, good thing there's 2 ropes in my backpack. Yeah, I'll throw you a second. I'll throw you the end of a second one.
Can I get over to where Mr. Bubbles is?
Yes. So the rope being thrown over, you could probably do some stuff with it, and you're able to get across.
Can I, like, tight rope on the rope? As a rat?
Melian the rat just climbs up on top of the rope and tight ropes across.
I mean, I was thinking about, like, just clinging to Dr. O, but I am really freaking scared of Mr. B, so I'm just gonna tight rope the whole thing like a circus rat.
Okay.
Can I spend a minute repairing Mr. B while everyone gets themselves across?
Sure.
Okay.
Funnier than I thought it would.
Viv watches Melian in awe. And when she gets all the way across, she claps.
All right, 8 points of healing.
Perfect.
And then, is Melian, are you going to go under the door and check out the next room? Can she go?
Yeah. Yeah, can I, like, scooch it under it?
Yeah. It's a bit difficult. These doors are fitted quite tightly. But nonetheless, you and your rat form are able to get through stuff that normally creatures are unable to. And you get to the other side to see 3 large stone sarcophagi standing within a dusty crypt. Propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. The double doors in the southeast corner are sheathed in tarnished copper plate that you are crawling underneath. There's a doorway to the northeast and a doorway to the northwest.
Melian, what do you see with your little rat eyes?
I see 3 coffins
Oh shit.
and 2 doors. Let me see.
Do the bodies look fresh or are they old?
No, they seem very old.
Oh, okay, so it's not the family. I mean, probably.
Still not good.
I mean, if they're dead, they're dead, but...
Are you sure? They do some weird shit.
I've never
skeletons.
seen the skeleton move. Have you?
I've seen living dinosaurs walk.
It's like, but were they dead?
Sometimes. Look, I've seen some weird shit.
Oh,
So Mary is terrified.
you got a lot of stories to tell me over the campfire, Missy.
She's terrified. So she is going to try very quietly move through because she's really scared of these skeletons. She's gonna try to behind the coffins or something. Just really try to make herself seem as small as possible and not even raise a single speck of dust.
Okay.
And there's a door up and a door to the right, right?
You move across the center of the chamber and up to the northwest. Nothing happens.
Okay, dead guys, still dead so far.
Okay, well...
There's a door to the north and a door to the east.
Okay.
You guys can come on in.
I mean, the Doc and Mr. Bubbles can come on in. Me and Breck are big ass kind of screwed over here.
There's a rope.
I'm gonna see if I can go under the doors and find something else more for those two, since so far I haven't picked up anything.
Okay. You go
I'll hold
into
the rope for the other guys.
You go through the northwestern door, and you see another doorway in a short hallway on the far end to the right.
I'm gonna check that.
Let's see. As well, you see a secret doorway right behind you. The doorway to your right at the end of the hallway is locked. But you, being a mouse, as always, are able to go
As always.
underneath, where you see racks of weapons lining the walls of this chamber, including spears, swords, crossbows, and bolts. A dozen dirty red cloaks hang from hooks by the door. It appears this is an armory.
All right, so maybe there's something for us to raid later. But I'm still creeped out by the skeleton, so I'm going to leave and just try to find where the prisoners are. So I'm going to go to the other door.
All right, as you peer through the secret door, it is in the little storeroom up north of the ravine where you had killed the Nothic. This is where Yarno had first escaped from his private chambers.
But this is all new to me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I wasn't part of that.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to go down and just keep going.
Did Viv tell us that Melly gave the okay to come in?
If I hadn't already, I'm telling y'all now.
Alright. So, me and Mr.
You can
Bubbles will
cross.
just pop the... Yeah, I don't know why
I'm
you guys
holding
don't
the rope
cross.
for them, but they're just not moving.
Okay, I have an acrobatics proficiency. Can I actually balance my way across it too?
You have... I'm holding the rope for you. Like, you can just use the rope that I'm holding.
No, but I want to be complicated and flashy.
Of course, the College of Glamour Bard.
I have to do it with flair. I have to do it with
Glamorous
style.
as always. You hear the twinkling of bells in the air as she is balancing across this tightrope across the pit.
I just got a quick question.
Yeah.
Was Mr. Bubble still holding on to Yarno when he went to check for the pit trap?
Yes.
I don't know why I wouldn't have.
No.
Wouldn't that mean that he would have been falling down there too?
Yeah, but I was holding him.
Make sure.
If he falls, yeah, he might fall in the pit. Were you bringing him with you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we're not
might have-
leaving.
we may have had to tie him to the end of the rope or something to like drag him up after me or something. But yes.
Okay.
All right.
So, let's see.
We don't need to bring Droop though.
Well, Yarno isn't just unconscious. He is.
I would like to stabilize him.
I think. Yeah, no, he's stable. Right? Because no, you didn't do that preserve. Okay, so he's just stabilized.
Right.
Got it. As Yarno falls
No.
in the
I
pit.
didn't just let it. I didn't let him go. Right. Like
yeah,
I was
so
holding him,
You
so
would
I took
have
the
taken him
damage.
with you. Well, he would take damage too.
Why?
How would you prevent him from being damaged? I mean, you're falling down and he's being dragged by you.
I mean, if I'm like holding him in my hands and I'm jumping, and then I fall, he just lands on top of me as I fall prone, right?
Well, he'd still take some damage.
Oh well.
To be fair, you're also not exactly soft.
And Mr. B
That's
fell
mean.
prone too.
That's mean, man.
Just saying.
Whatever happens to him, the doctor would take care of it. I know that.
What
I
you
mean,
say?
he would just take two death markers, so he wouldn't be outright dead.
Well, he would just start dying again.
Yeah, he'd
Yeah, and
just
I'd
start dying
stabilize
again.
him again.
So we don't need to go through all that.
Yeah.
I'm taking my doctor responsibilities very seriously.
All right. So yeah, Yarno would have taken damage, and it would have put him out 2 of the 3 of his death saves, but he will be stabilized, so we don't need to go through all that.
Oh, nothing else that might prolong his consciousness.
Yeah, it starts over again.
Yeah, that is true. That's very, very true. That's how you keep him unconscious. You start to kill him again.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
But I'm down to open this door and continue our journey.
Are you able to open doors or no? If you hover over the door, can you click on it to open it?
I
should be able to.
tried. Do I need to do anything special? Because I've just been clicking it. I've clicked it like 1,000 times now.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be hovered over the closed part. Does it show like a little closed button?
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how you open them. And you also see this chamber with the creepy skeletons upon the sarcophagi.
Don't like that. I'm going to sick Mr. Bubbles on it. So when Squeak comes back,
Melia makes her way all the way back because she feels like she went a little bit far. So she doesn't want to, run in any adventures without the others around. She's good. Can I try to see what's under that other door to the right?
Sure.
Millions mouse adventures.
All right.
I'm back.
Million. As you begin scurrying across the ground, kicking up little tiny bits of dust, you get about 10 feet from the eastern door.
Oh no, I don't like this.
And suddenly, you hear the creaking of bones and a great exhale of air from an otherworldly place. You look to the center of the chamber, and the skeletons are moving.
Oh, motherfucker.
I need everybody to roll me initiative.
I knew it! I told you! They do fucked up shit!
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. Ooh,
Fuck.
Dr. O got a 20.
Wow.
That
what
is
the
an.
fuck?
That is
We are all-
unfortunate.
Oh, no.
That is disgusting.
That was the worst waste of an inspiration.
He dropped a 2, so that's something.
Yeah, but what's so?
You go faster than Bev.
Okay. We begin at the top of the order. Skeleton 3.
But I need to get behind me.
Is going to look around. Its deathly pale eyes glowing in empty sockets look straight at Melian. And it is going to move forward and make an attack against her.
I'm a rat! You should have seen rats! Eat it!
It swings a short sword, scoring a hit on you. Melian. You take 6 points of damage as well as 5 carrying over to your normal form. Your rat form goes away,
Oh no.
taking us to Droop. Ah! I think the skeleton moving! Dr. O, you're up.
Is this the skeleton that was moving? Like, does the skeleton right in front of me
Here.
look like it's doing something? Okay. yeah,
There
I'll
we
take
go.
that right.
I'll get rid of these guys. There we go.
Tracker. Control. Yes. Sheet. Actions. I feel like a crossbow's probably not effective, but that's what we're doing.
Wow.
That's not great.
That is a hit.
Yes!
Go ahead and roll damage. 12 points of damage as Dr. O whips out her hand crossbow, the magical bolt, phew, sticking into the chest of the skeleton.
And then disappearing into the ether. And I kind of like sidestep behind Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
The skeleton gives out a...
Okay, and then that would be the end of my turn.
All right, skeleton 2 is going to set its eyes on Melian as well. It moves up, and creaking, a short sword comes out, cutting down on top of Melian, who is hit, taking 8 points of piercing damage. Melian, you have received initiative.
Alright. I'm going to...
There is an action called disengage that you could take.
Oh, that I could like... but I'm...
It's a whole action, but it would prevent them from taking opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
If you wanted to leave.
Yeah,
So you
but
have to do that. But
Yeah.
just so you know,
the doors that are like near me are all closed, so they are locked. So could I easily leave?
So, opening doors is an item interaction. So you can move to a door and use your item interaction to open the door. And as long as you have disengaged with your action, you could move through the doorway and you would not provoke any opportunity attacks.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I I know that the hallway behind me, the one that I just came out of, is clear. So I am going to do that because there's 2 of them. Yeah, and I want to keep them at least at least one of a time.
Okay, smart. So disengage as your action, and then you can move over and then open the door with an item interaction and then move through.
And you'd still have a bonus action if you have anything you can do with that.
Correct.
I don't think I have any bonus actions.
You have healing word. You could heal yourself.
Oh, healing word is okay, yeah.
No.
Then, wait, but I don't think I have any first level spells. Can I use a second level spell slot to do that?
Yes, you can upcast it.
Alright, yeah, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so in order to upcast, you right click, left click on the healing word button and hold it down, and then right click to add dice. So you would add 1d4 for each slot above 1. So since you're upcasting it to level 2, you just add 1 extra dice. So it would be 2d4 plus 3. And then you're going to want to drag that onto your token for the healing effect to take effect. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I click on with the left one, and then +2?
So, yeah, left mouse click and hold it down on the d4 plus 3 heal for the healing word, that plus sign button. And then while you have the left mouse button held down, click the right mouse button, and that adds a dice.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
And then you want to drag that onto your own token to apply the healing to yourself. You need to drag it onto your token. Okay, so you got the 1. You didn't get the extra one. Roll me 1d4.
Nice roll on that 1d4 though.
Yep, max.
Yeah.
All right, an additional 3 healing. You are down to 3 wounds, and that will take your turn unless you want to move further.
I would, if your goal was to keep them one at a time, I would move at least 1 more space, because right now they could attack around a corner. Like they could have 2 on you right now.
Yeah, my idea is to move as much as I can, so only one of them can reach me at a time, at least.
Yeah, I know that's what you said your intention was. That's why I said
So you would have 5, 10, 15. You moved 15 feet to get where you are. And that is 25 feet to get to the end. So you have 10 feet left.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Go ahead and end your turn. Brecker, you have received initiative.
Here, things go chaos in there. He's definitely going to step on inside. Gonna say, excuse me.
You see 3 skeletal undead standing before you.
Alright, which one looks hurt? Looks like
The
has
one
the bolt sticking out of it.
straight front of you.
Alrighty. He's going to just charge right on in. Right in front of it. Take a swing with his mace.
All right. Go ahead and roll me your attack.
Oh.
Brecker comes in, charging forward, burying his shield on his shoulder, swinging with his mace. It is unable to connect.
Alrighty, he's probably going to become the center of attention. He's going to, let's see, make sure it's, yeah. Gonna go ahead and use his last, his first level spell to bonus action. Can't do that just yet. Bonus action, Shield of Faith.
Okay.
On himself.
All right.
That'll be his turn.
Mr. Bubbles, what do you got?
Alright, moving in. Slicing that scally.
Skelly. Mr. Bubbles comes charging in, the great sword in hand, extends out, dealing 10 points of slashing damage to the skeleton, who bursts into a cloud of dust and bones upon the ground.
That's it for me.
Vivacity, you have received initiative. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to. Move forward. And I'm gonna use my short sword on skeleton 2.
Okay. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 6 points of piercing damage. The skeleton anything else? You still have a bonus action.
I'll give.
I don't need it. Give it to Brecker. Or if you can see Melian. No. Well, yeah, you could.
Yeah, I'll use my bard. I can't see Melian, but I'll use my bardic inspiration on Brecker.
Okay. Brecker has received a bardic inspiration from Vivacity. Go ahead and end your turn when you are done. And that takes us to the top of the round.
I sing something like spooky, scary skeletons. They're no match for you.
Skeleton 3 is going to turn its attention to the newest interloper. Reaching out with a short sword, stabs at Vivacity.
Oh shit.
Scoring a critical hit.
Oh no.
Wow.
Vivacity, you take 11 points of piercing damage. Droop calls out, "Do you need help? You just call for Droop when you need me. I'm right here." Dr. O, you are up.
Because Mama's got it, don't worry.
Mom! Mom, are you in trouble?
Mama's gonna be okay.
Oh gosh.
Going to. Does it take a full action to like examine a monster? Like, do I think arrows would be effective?
You can make a knowledge check pretty much whenever you want. So if you want to discover more about skeletons, you would just basically say, okay, can I make a knowledge check to see what I know about these? And then I would let you know exactly what you have to roll.
I would like to make a knowledge check against
Okay.
skeleton.
So skeleton, being undead, would be religion. Make me a religion check, please.
not my best. Alright, here we go. Oop.
With a 22,
Not your best.
you know that skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. They are immune to poison, and they are immune to exhaustion and the poisoned condition. They have dark vision, and I have an AC of 13 and 13 hit points. A little bit of meta knowledge for you there.
Cool. And I will tell people those sorts of things as I shoot it, because I can still shoot it, right?
All right. Yep. And skeletons arise when animated by dark magic. They heed the summons of spellcasters who call them from their stony tombs and ancient battlefields, or rise of their own accord in places saturated with death and loss, awakened by stirrings of necromantic energy or the presence of corrupting evil. You hit.
And damage. Yeah, max damage.
13 points of damage as this magical crossbow decimates Skeleton 2, crumpling to the ground in a stack of bones.
And then I am going to wait out here by Earl. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, that takes us to the door, who opens up.
The door's initiative.
Oh no, it is open. Okay. Ruffian 2 is going to open the doorway and peer out with a torch. There we go. He's going to poke his head out, at which point Vivacity, Mr. B, and Brecker each see a Redbrand ruffian holding a torch out in front of him. His eyes go wide. Oh, we got company! He's going to toss the torch into the chamber. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. You notice he is wearing a red cloak. He is going to attack Vivacity. And she dodges out of the way, taking us to Melian Serius.
Okay, Melian is gonna, now she's feeling a little bit better. She's gonna get closer so she can get eyesight on the creatures.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take my short bow and I'm gonna aim at the. Actually, now I'm looking. I see that vivacity is like really low. And I'm gonna do a second spell slot for the healing word.
Okay. So, here, I'll show you. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen to you. So if you look at Discord, you can see what I'm doing. Oh wait, no, you can't. It's not on this one at least. Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay, so what you do to upcast is you click and hold on that like this. See how it's got that dice? And then you right click, that adds another one. Yep, and then you put it over the token that you want to upcast the spell for. And that's how you do the upcasting, alright? Okay. So if you could roll me another 1d4, please. Alright, so I'll just -3 from that.
The first one didn't go through.
Oh! Alright, roll me... I'll just roll a d4 to get that. With another 1. Okay. Taking Vivacity to 15 wounds. Alright, Melian, that was your bonus action. What else?
As my action, I'm gonna get my bow and I'm gonna aim at the skeleton.
Okay. That is dodged. Your arrow goes wide, bearing into the doorway on the opposite end.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Redbrand Ruffian 1. I'm coming! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Is going to attack Vivacity using multi-attack. The first stab comes out, which she easily dodges to the side. The second swipe coming from the flank is blocked out of the way. Brecker, you have received initiative.
Okay, I want to try to do something, but you can tell me if it works or not. I want to try to get behind Vivacity and essentially kind of shove her behind me. Is there any way I could do that?
So that would be forced movement. So you would basically be doing, let's see.
Grapple.
You would basically be doing a shove action.
Right.
And since it's forced, she can choose whether to let you. And
Oh,
then if she lets you, then you can move her. I probably wouldn't have her go like straight back. I'd probably just have her go like to this square.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
It's just anything that can kind of put her away from everybody else.
Yep, and since that is forced movement, she does not provoke opportunity actions.
So yeah, he's going to use this action to push her away. He's going to be like, get back! Get ready. That's going to basically be his turn, except for he's going to use his bonus action to harness Divine Power to get back another first level spell. That'll be his turn.
Okay. Mr. Bubbles, you're up.
Neat. I'm just gonna... I mean, this guy just gave me like a perfect target, so...
That's a hit. 15 points of slashing damage coming out to the Redbrand Ruffian. Ah! What is this thing? Ah!
Yes. Never gets old.
He's such a way with words.
Can I move up here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll move right into the midst. This is like my jam.
Hell yeah. Vivacity, you have received initiative. What are you doing?
Well, after writhing on the floor and dodging several hits while severely injured, and of course, Melian and Brecker.
She's playing dodgeball.
I'm dodge whip. I'm gonna cast heal on myself.
Okay. 5 points of healing returned to you, Vivacity. The healing powers from your instruments and your beautiful voice revitalizing you.
Whew. Better. Now. So I have a bonus. Do I have a bonus action?
Healing word is your bonus action.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to cast. I'll cast Ray of Frost on Skeleton. No, Ruffian 2.
Okay. A brilliant bolt, a beam, in fact. No, a ray of frost shoots out from Vivacity's outstretched palm, smacking into the Redbrand ruffian, who actually definitely ducks to the side. The beam smacks against the wall on the other side. He's able to dodge it.
It really is a dodgeball.
Anything else? No, that takes us back to the top of the round order to Skeleton 3. Ugh. It's going to stab out with its short sword against the construct standing right in front of it. Scoring a hit. Mr. Bubbles takes 6 points of piercing damage. And Droop crawls across and peeks his head out. Oh no, Mom, you're bleeding! Dr. O, you are up.
That's just a scratch.
I'm gonna scoot up. Oh, there's a lot going on in here. Just a second, and shoot.
That is a hit. Roll damage. Dr. O moves up from the doorway. This little blob extending out a hand crossbow, shooting a bolt of brilliant magical energy out of it. The Redbrand ruffian falls to the ground. He has perished.
I could study skeletons. Can I study Redbrand ruffians?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a nature check.
Well, beans.
You aren't really able to discern much from this figure besides it is human.
Okay, and then Droop, stay back here, and then I'll scoot back over to you.
Okay. That takes us to Redbrand Ruffian 2. What is this monster? Stay back! He is going to stab out with his short sword once and twice. The second scoring a critical hit, burying into one of the joints on Mr. B's armor. Mr. B receives 1 stress. 11 points of piercing damage are received, taking us to Million.
Million is to aim a shot at Skeleton.
Your shortbow scores a hit from the arrow whizzing past. Go ahead and roll damage. As the arrow point buries into the skeleton, dust is kicked up from inside its ribcage. An unnatural gasp escapes it as it takes 8 points of piercing damage.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Brecker, you're up.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to move. Brecker's going to move up and try to take this skeleton out
Okay.
with his mace.
Go ahead and swing that mace. Swinging for the hills. Brecker, you score a hit as the mace connects with the very head of the skeleton. Roll me damage.
All right.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. The head bursts into bone dust, and the body slowly crumples to the ground. One bone by one bone, you have slain this last evil undead creature. And only a Redbrand remains.
The rest is yours, big guy.
Evil is just misunderstood.
Mr. B, you're up.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, so I'm pretty hurt. I had to step away before. Alright, I'm just targeted and stuff. Oh, wow.
That first great sword swipe is a miss.
That's disappointing.
The Redbrand goes,
I think
ha
that's it.
You can't kill me!
What the hell? Fine. You want it, you got it. I'll rage.
Ooh.
I'm into him.
Because I am below half health now, so. Oh, I forgot I should have been recklessly attacking. I always forget I can do that.
As you go into your rage and your eyes turn the bright red, his cocksure attitude, ha! Oh, wait, oh my god! Please, please! Oh!
Oh, you fucked up.
He's gonna learn not to taunt me.
Vivacity, what do you got?
All right, I'll target Berafin again. And
Fine.
well, let me help. At least let me help. Here, I'll mock him for you. I'll do vicious mockery.
Nice.
That's a cantrip. Oh.
I mean, everyone's welcome to attack him, but Mr. Bubbles just wants to kill him now.
He fails the saving throw as your words of vicious mockery assault his ears.
Well, I don't have to say too much. All I say is, you fucked up now, boy.
All it is, oh, you fucked up. And his already trembling hands go near limp to his sides as he is staring in awe and fear at the form before him.
And that causes him 4 points of psychic damage.
4 points of psychic damage.
Which is totally understandable.
Anything else, Vivacity?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. That takes us back to the top of the order with Droop. Steps in front. Don't worry, little goopy person. I will protect you.
Aww.
Dr. O, you're up.
Okay. I'll keep on the other side of him.
I like how he's like, I'll protect you, and then you're like, stop.
Awkward.
Like she just like doesn't even acknowledge it either.
Oh, that didn't spell.
Oh.
Step forward.
He's not her son.
That's mean.
23 to hit is successful. Go ahead and roll damage.
You're gonna KS Mr. Bubbles.
How do you want to do this?
Just shoot it. I don't care about this creature. It's dead now. It looks like we're all done here.
As Droop steps in front of Dr. O, holding his chest out, "Don't worry, I'll save you." She just walks beside him, aiming out with her crossbow. It goes through Vivacity and Mr. B and buries into the Redbrand ruffian's neck, who falls to the ground gurgling. He perishes, and you have won the day. Congratulations. You have successfully defeated the skeletons.
So I'll look back at Dr. O like, what was that? And then I'll turn back and I'll just stab him a couple times.
Oh, it's like a kid with a stick.
Amelia's just gonna look at Vivian like, I told you weird shit comes up when skeletons are around.
All right. I admit it. Weird shit happens when skeletons come around. You got me.
All right. At this point, I think we should take a quick, 3-minute break. Go ahead and use the bathroom if you have to. Grab some snacks. Grab something to drink, and we will return in 3 minutes.
Way ahead of you.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
My niece is the definition of a diva.
Oh, I love it.
Daughter aspires to be a diva, but is really just a bossy pants.
I don't remember how old she is because I just think, oh yeah, we met in 2013, and she was born after that.
All right, so I actually got the Cloudbot kind of changed. So
What?
my Cloudbot for the points.
Oh.
Got that changed. It's quite a bit different from the base settings from the channel points. The channel points, I think you get a lot more, a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So I lowered the cost for the redeems, and then I gave some points out to the people that I know have a bunch.
My points.
She had a lot too, to be fair.
Who's
I
that?
probably had like 10k.
Oh, I didn't even realize you watched. Okay, I'll put you on there too.
Yep. She started watching when I started playing. Not every time she didn't watch, but I told her, hey, check out Nomad when I joined Tavern League initially.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I just let it play sometimes. I just get on. I'm like, oh, Nomad's on. I'll just acquire some points.
I'll just
well, I
accumulate
appreciate
channel
it.
points.
Yeah.
I
I
the
am a
campaign.
lurker. Oh, wow, it says 1,100 hours watched? Holy cow.
That can't be right.
Time, 1,170 minutes. Damn.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, minutes.
What's mine? What's mine?
Let's see, where are we? 1,870. I think that's
Wait,
just.
what?
I think that's only since the Cloudbot was started, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't count everything. All right. Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely appreciate it. I'm a lurker myself. I usually just join Twitch and then I just kind of hang out. I don't really talk or anything. All right. So we are all back. If everybody could do the vote in the game chat so that I know everybody is ready to go, we will rejoin. Okay, excellent. Let us get right back into the story.
I aged, stab, and then it faded.
All right, so we rejoin right where we left off. You were in this little crypt area, and after getting within 10 feet of the doorway, Melian in rat form had seemed to trigger something, and the skeletons began to attack. The sounds of battle had alerted 2 Redbrand ruffians from within a chamber to the right. And now you stand victorious with 2 dead bodies and 3 piles of bones at your feet. What do you do?
First thing Brecker does is, at first he is conflicted on whether to heal Mr. Bubbles or Vivacity, but since he remembers Dr. Offbay having done that before, he's going to cast Cure Wounds on Viv.
Okay.
Do a quick tap on the touch on the shoulder. And just,
Yeah, it's the doctor's got me taken care of.
The good doctor.
She knows how I like my heals,
11 points
which is
of
strong.
healing.
With a welding torch.
Yeah, that's the thing.
A welding torch.
Oh my god.
I'll have him fetch Yarno, and then I'll start mending him. Can I mend him? Like spend a couple minutes mending him.
Yeah, it just however many minutes you want to spend focused on that.
All right. Is everybody fine with like 3 minutes of that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and you guys can all do something within the 3 minutes too. Like you don't.
I
have
forgot
to...
what was our daily limit, or did we not have one?
Since
Since it was only out of combat.
There wasn't one.
Yeah, I don't think there is
Right,
one.
since it was only out of combat, anyways.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That I'm just gonna relate to them what I found in the rooms to the left that I saw.
Jesus.
Holy.
Yeah, I'm at 2 wounds now.
Brecker will move and check out the room that the ruffians came out of.
Okay.
That was the most efficient welding torch I've ever seen. 3 minutes.
Right? Bullshit.
Before Brecker gives some gratitude, and then she gets up, and during the 3 minutes, takes out her comb just through her hair. Got messed up in the fight.
All right. Brecker, this long room is partitioned into 3 areas, with iron bars walling off the north and south. Filthy straw lines the floor of these cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of disheveled human women are held in the cell to the south, while a human boy is confined to the north. All are dressed in plain gray tunics and have iron collars fitted around their necks. A heap of discarded clothing is piled carelessly against the far wall.
Brecker will yell back, guys, I think we found them.
Are they alive?
Do they look alive?
They are alive. They appear to be kind of huddled into the corners, holding each other. The women down below and the boy up top isn't really moving. He's kind of just looking at you through furrowed brow, a bit of concern in his eyes, but they are alive.
Gonna look, see the boy giving me that look, and I'm just gonna walk up to his cage, kind of get down on one knee, and go, "It's okay. You're safe now."
He moves
Gotta calm him down.
He moves tentatively at first, but eventually kind of gets a little closer, and looking out, sees Million. You killed the bad guys?
All of them.
Oh, you've come to free us? Me mom and me sister are down over on that way.
We'll get you all home safe.
Oh, thank you so much. Please get us out. I don't want to be here no more. Have you found my dad?
Remember, did we find our father?
You found his body. It was in the crevice.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yes.
I don't remember this. What?
Use the body in the crevice.
There was the crevice and
Yeah.
a body in it?
It was
Crevice that
just
I
a few
knocked down
sessions
after
back.
Nothic.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
Oh.
And
Okay.
her sparkly sword.
Yeah, I think the Nothic was eating him. or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm caught up. Thank you.
The mother speaks up. Nars! Nars! Who is that? Who is it you're talking to? Have you come to save us?
Milli's gonna approach and get to the door and start opening it. And yes, we heard about what happened. We're here to help. And I'm just gonna try to open these doors. Are they locked or?
They are locked.
I'm gonna call Droop and see if he knows where did Glasstaff have like keys, or was it, did we steal keys from someone?
We found some keys.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna go to the door and just say, hey, we found everyone.
All right, Viv's gonna come in.
Who has the keys?
I think there were 2 of them, and I know we have one of them. So I'll just happily pass along a key. The one from Glasstaff.
Okay.
I'll try to open the doors with that. Thank you, Dr. O.
So you had the key from Iarno and you had the key from Mosk, that bugbear with the eye patch.
Okay, then both of them.
Yep. Trying to remember which one. Which one that would be. Both of the keys do not seem to work, actually. These padlocks and chains seem simple enough. The keys themselves apparently are not for these cells.
Did anyone search the guards that were in here?
Yep, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
You shouldn't let the stupid guy have the good ideas.
Well, I was a little occupied.
Alright, I'm gonna go back and search them. Search the 2 bodies for the keys.
Okay. A quick search of the bodies comes up with a pair of keys set on a ring. They look to be quite simple, made of iron. You suspect very likely that they are the keys that open the cell doors.
All right, I'm gonna get those, and I'm gonna start opening the doors. First this, and then the kid.
Okay. Door is opened, and the woman clutching her young child with her slowly kind of steps out. They look like they have weathered quite a few days here.
Can I give them some food?
Yeah, do you have some rations?
I do.
Okay. One for each, or...
Well, there's 3 people, so I think I would probably save the rations for the kids.
Okay.
Parker would be willing to
The
split.
rations? I believe we have some. I'm sorry, what was that, Parker?
Parker would be willing to split some of his rations.
Oh no, wait! I have 5 rations. Never mind. I can give some to everybody.
Okay, Viv, are you taking the 3 rations per person then? Or 1 ration per person, so a total of 3, or do you want to split it with the party?
Let me give. I have 13 of those.
Okay.
I can use mine. I have like 13 of them.
I will. I'll take them from Melian. So Melian, you now have 10, and they hungrily eat up the foodstuffs that you provide for them. They give thanks. Oh, we've barely been getting any food. They basically just give us the scraps of whatever's left after they're done eating.
I could tell. God, bless y'all's hearts.
Wow,
They're eating. Can I like harvest these skeletons?
Sure. Let's see. Harvesting.
Harvest/loot, because I mean, if I'm already there.
While they're eating, Brecker's going to check for injuries.
So much more responsible than I am.
All right, Brecker, please make me a medicine check.
Alrighty. Nah. I was going to say I got into it, but I don't want to scare the kid. So I'm not going to cast it.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
They just look like they've had a rough couple days. They haven't been eating very well. You see signs of, I don't want to say starvation or malnourishment because it's not that far along, but they're definitely like hard on water. They're probably quite dehydrated. But other than that, just a few bruises. But they're not too bad. They'll definitely survive. They just need to make it out. And then, Dr. Offbay, could you please make me an appraisal check? So
yes,
if I remember,
I need to praise first.
Yes, I can get this going.
I think I do have a harvesting kit now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Gotta remember how the harvesting works. Okay, make me an Arcana check. With a
Quite used to
21. You know that skeletons can definitely have some useful stuff. You are able to harvest bone dust in a small pouch. A skeleton touched by foul necromancy is forever changed in ways that transcend the physical. Dust from the bones of a raised skeleton continues to carry foul necromantic energies that can be recycled into other necromantic purposes and rituals. After all, necromancers are not known to waste anything. You can collect bone dust from all three, which are 3 pounds and worth about 8 copper pieces.
Pounds each or 1 pound each?
3 pounds each.
And 8 copper pieces?
And 8 copper pieces each.
Okay. Does that have like a rarity to it? I assume it would be common if it did, but I don't.
Let's see. It doesn't have a rarity.
Okay. All right, then I will attempt to do that.
All right, please make me. Let's see. All right, make me a dexterity arcana check. Change the arcana on your dexterity to Yep, there you go. All right, go ahead and roll that arcana.
Oh, that was so bad. That's for all of them, or was it a
do it again because it didn't have the right modifier. Now I got your arcana on based on dexterity. So you're gonna want to do that 3 times, 1 for each skeleton.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, you managed to successfully harvest 3 piles of bone dust.
Nice. And I just put that in my bag of holding.
Okay.
And then, do they like the Redbrands here have weapons? Like, what can I just loot from this room?
The Redbrands have short swords. The skeletons have short swords and some short bows, but they are withering, so they might not. They probably would crumble. Redbrands themselves, yes, they just have 2 short swords each.
Okay, I will also gather those.
Okay.
This is what bags of holding are for.
There we go.
Ooh,
Okay.
0.
And if you already have all the harvest stuff out, I can take out the knots. I can do that one too, so we can just be done with it. Or we can do it after session. I don't care either way.
We can do that now. Let's see. What would a Nothic be? Nothic is Arcana. Alright, so please make me an appraisal using Intelligence Arcana.
Oh no, I know nothing about it. Do I still get to poke around hoping I get something?
Yeah, so that's just your appraisal. Basically, that would give you knowledge of any useful harvesting materials. So you don't have any knowledge of useful materials, but it's still possible to harvest. When you appraise, basically you get advantage to your harvest check.
Oh.
Okay, so you are not sure what is useful on the Nothic, but nevertheless, please make me a Dexterity Arcana check to harvest from the creature.
No!
Oh,
Well, goodbye, nothing.
You poke around at the Nothic, seeing what you can possibly remove, and after about a minute of, dissecting and cutting this, seeing what this is, you're unable to come up with anything that you think is useful.
Okay.
All right. Trying to find where I put the short swords. Oh, they're already in there. Okay, that's why. Anything else anyone wishes to do?
I'm all good here.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
Just making sure these babies are fed.
Yeah, I'm letting just everyone know what I found when I went to the left area. When I went up and to the left, like a bunch of barrels and just a lot of I don't know, empty areas with barrels and stuff that we could look if we wanted to, or if the priority is just to get the prisoners out.
For now, we probably just want to get the prisoners out. We can always return later.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
All right, I need confirmation. What are you doing?
We're leaving with the prisoners.
Okay.
Yep.
You exit out of the Redbrand hideout, going out through the tunnel from which you first came, out into the forest. You make your way to Alderleaf Farm. And the time...
Cool.
Probably,
Did we tell them about the father?
No, you didn't say anything. So probably about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Wrecker probably would have broke the news to the wife and had kind of left it to her to explain it to their kids.
All right. The wife kind of gives a knowing, deep sigh. Not really saying much, but closing her eyes and nodding her head, and then kind of resting her head upon your shoulder. Giving a shuddering weep to herself a little bit. When the kids ask, she says, "Oh, don't worry. We'll be out soon. I'll tell you everything when we're out. You make your way to Alderleaf Farm.
On the way there, I sing song. I take out my lute and sing songs for the kids to try and cheer them up, lift their spirits. Just
Okay.
fun little kids songs.
They get a little more cheery. They're still kind of weak and tired, but you can tell like they're kids. They like the music. And we enter way over here.
This map is so huge.
No.
I forgot to mention, like, I saw that it went from yellow, like, neutral to green. So he's been adopted now.
That's my fun.
We're gonna help him find a circus.
Oh my god.
I'll be keeping like an eye on Iarno's stats as we go.
Okay, make me a medicine check.
I absolutely can.
While she does that, I'm going to tell the kid that, his friends were the ones to tell us about it and how, they helped us spend the night in safety so we could prepare and come here to save him. How their friends, were worried about him and wanted us to come here and help them and save them. Yeah,
your friends are heroes.
All right. So Iarno seems to be kind of getting close to the time where he would wake up. I'm not quite there yet, but you have a little bit of time yet, but he seems to be... his vital signs seem to be kind of evening out.
Bonk.
Myrna is holding her children, kind of guiding them forth. They all seem quite relieved to be out and into the open now. And she speaks up. "Oh, thank you so much for getting us out of there. Oh, they were talking about selling us. I feared we were to be slaves."
Not today.
Viv makes a disgusted face. Slavers.
Oh, those Redbrands. Never would have thought of it. Not that long ago, but ever since about a month, it started getting more brave and more aggressive. He caught one of them eyeing me up and stood up. They threatened him. And, well, all of that can be taken care of later. Now, we must get the kids to safety. I see we are close to the alder leaves. Oh, she's a good woman. And her son, Cop, will be glad to see Nas, and even Nilsai, I believe.
Yes, they gave us shelter when we needed it before we came here. And I'm sure they were going to be happy to see you too. And we're glad that you guys are safe and sound.
Yes, surely. Colleen is a good woman.
Do you want us to walk you all the way over there until you make sure that you're safe in there?
I think we can manage. Where are you off to?
I think we should see this town master? Prove that these Redbrands are acting up, that they were the responsible for this?
I don't think we should discuss it with this family. I don't think they need any of that. But we should go talk to Sildar, I believe, and he's also looking for Iarno. And I don't think the town master is a very useful kind of person.
Definitely.
On that, I agree.
All right, let's see Sildar then.
All right. You leave the family of Dendrars off at the farm. Who each make their way over. And as you are walking past, you see them welcomed with open arms by Helene, who urges and rushes them into her home. And we can... on this map, so you want to go to Sildar, who's at the Town Master's Hall.
Oh, he is there? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to drag Iarno in. I think somebody should go and get him. And we'll kind of wait outside where people can't easily peep on us.
On your way to the middle of town, Iarno begins to stir.
Pop him in the head.
All right. Smacking him in the head, putting him out
Scooping
once
up the
again.
field mice and popping them on the head.
You're able to bring him without incident to the Town Master's Hall.
It's so cartoonish. I love it so much.
He's like, oh no, you don't.
I just imagine you're like looking like a regular wizard, you know, with a beard and the facing clothes, but like, you know, those cartoonish like bumps on the head. You know, 3 of them, like one for each time you try to wake up.
I just imagine this character like Weekend at Yarno's.
Weekend at Yarno's.
Oh my god.
Such a good reference.
All right. I'm just going to put you all out front right here. Droop is just following closely behind, like proudly, like, you know, parading himself behind you.
I kind of just want to make like a one big good goblin meetup. That other goblin from that other place, and this one, like just
Yeah.
like just chill there and like farm or something. Just live your best lives.
I don't think we ever read the note that was picked up from his office either.
You did not.
You did it
We
in the
probably-
book too, right?
We never read the note.
I have I have the letter. I was gonna wait until we had some peace and quiet to read it, but apparently that never happened.
I think on the way, like, on the walk seems like a good time to do it.
Yeah, after the family leaves, not playing like music for them anymore, I'd probably read the letter. Yeah,
Okay.
take it out and read the letter. I was actually thinking about the letter. I saw it in my inventory. I was like, shit, we didn't read it.
All right. When you finally open the letter, it is addressed to Lord Albrecht and signed with the Black Spider's symbol. I think I should have an image.
Yes, image.
Maybe not.
No, I'm pretty sure you do. It should be in there somewhere.
No, it doesn't have an image. That's weird. Well, anyway, it has the Black Spider's symbol. It reads, "My spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandelver. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Iarno. Don't disappoint me."
They were talking about us.
Yeah, Leon's gonna look at her. This was Frank's master, right?
Yes. Yes, he was.
Did he disappear before we all met?
Yes, about a month or so ago.
About the same time that they say that the Redbrands changed too, right?
Seems so.
Do you know anything about him? Do you know? I mean, did your friend ever say anything about what kind of person he was, or the kinds of projects he was interested in?
Not really. He seemed more kept to himself. He all she knows what he was able to teach her about magic, the ways of the arcane. Not much else. Not to my remembrance.
I wonder how he knew that we would be there. I mean, if he's been missing for a month, he couldn't have been your friend to let him know anything about that, because you guys were looking for him, right?
Correct. We didn't even know about the dwarves or anything about this until I saw it on a job posting.
Yeah, then he must have known another way. The spider must have known another. They knew before we arrived that we would be here, and maybe that's why the Redbrands waited for us on our way back to the village.
This spider must have quite the network to be able to get this much information so easily.
Indeed, but who are all the people? We've only spoke with a few people so far. We went to the place where the Redbrands had to deliver the cargo, and we met them not too long ago. There are not many people that could have let this information slip.
Indeed. We'll know more once we get him awake and get to questioning.
Yeah. I think we should take him to start and see what we can do. But he definitely knows the black spider, so they probably know where Redbrand is, so they can help us reach there one way or another.
Indeed.
Don't worry, soon we'll be able to interrogate him. Be able to find the answers to all our questions. Hopefully we can find out where Gundi might be.
And then he's just gonna take a quick look at Mr. B and just kind of imagine the horrors of the way that they're gonna be able to extract information from this guy. Just like a little shudder. It's like, yeah.
I can see the cogs turning in Billian's head. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. Yep. I give a little.
We're just gonna follow Dr. Owen and Mr. B as they carry him all the way to the Sildar.
Speaking of which, on the way there, is there like a postmaster so where we could send letters out nearby?
Yeah. I actually did forget one important thing. So when you were down in the slave pens, Myrna, kind of speaks up that she doesn't really have anything to offer as a reward. They basically lost everything, but nonetheless, she wishes to show her thanks. And as the reward, she tells you that she might know where a valuable heirloom is hidden. When she was a young girl, she and her family fled from the town of Thundertree after the undead overran the place. Her family had an urban alchemy shop, inside which a case containing an emerald necklace was hidden beneath a section of storage shelves. She never dared to return and retrieve it, but the shop was in the southeast part of Thundertree, if you were to decide to explore the ruins. So, you gain the quest, Myrna's Heirloom. And as well, when you get to the town master's office, there's actually like a little a wooden box thing outside that has post written on it.
Okay. Yeah, Brecker wants to write a quick letter, if possible.
All right. We'll say that you have the supplies and are able to write a quick letter.
He wants to write a letter to Elissa, detailing her, apprising her of the situation, letting her know that he's found Yarno and that he may not be all that she thought he was.
Okay. There is a little like thing written on the post saying to notify town master of any post to be sent out.
Yeah. I'll write the letter down and take it inside. Show it. Yeah.
Alright, me and Mr. Bubbles will keep Iarno out here so Sildar can come and talk to us. Out with a little less, maybe eyeballs. I don't know. Hiding behind a tree.
I just saw your character idea, Brecker.
While Million waits for Brecker to, write and send his letter, she does consider going in, but she looks at the post and then she just comes back and sits with the rest of the group while they wait.
Is anyone going inside?
It's
Well,
just
Gregor's
gonna
going inside.
It's just gonna be me.
Do you need help? Can you not
No.
run inside?
No, he's got it. He just didn't know what everybody else planned.
Hanging out with my son.
I'll just texting under the tree.
Speaking of that, so Drew,
Yeah?
do you have anything you want to do? You said people left, right? I mean, hurting yourself.
I don't really have anything pressing right now, no. I'll just hang out with you guys. I'm here to help. Oh, I got it. I'll look over Yarny Poos.
Yarny poo?
Yarny pools? Yes, yes.
my
Yes, please
God.
do.
No.
Please do. You are our guard on duty right now.
Attaboy.
He seems to have found a stick that he's acting as a club right now, and he just like sits on top of Yarno's chest, laying on the ground. Don't worry, we got it taken care of here. Me and the gloop.
You're the best boy. I love you so much, son.
I honestly, I just hope Mr. B doesn't him, honestly, because he's called Dr. O Goop, and I'm just like, please don't hurt him. No, I promise.
I'm like Droop. I love you, son.
The hardest thing for Mr. B currently is because these things, like, we're all over that cave. And we had to kill him, and then we showed mercy to one.
Yeah.
Like, you convinced him to not kill it, and then we walked outside and they attacked us. Like, there's no reason he would trust this little thing.
You trust humans, so we got attacked by a bunch of humans, right?
Yeah, but you specifically told Mr. B that these were dangerous things.
Oh, but this one's fine. You'll be okay.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't killed it yet, but it is frustrating.
Can I make like a little like flower crown for Droop?
Yeah.
Like so to signify that this one's good. Like do not attack.
Are you trying to make me fall in love with you? Because it's working. Are you making flower crowns for my son?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make like a flower crown for Droop. And just like he's part of it, and I'm just gonna spend some time just making flower crowns because it's like keeping my hands busy and relaxing. I'm just gonna make flower crowns for everyone, even Mr. B, even though he's scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, I see. So you're trying to be his other mom. Drew has two mommies.
And gang romance started early.
Oh, jeez.
I'm making flower crowns for now. I'm just like, okay, let's.
Frolicking in the grass.
Yeah, it's like finally like relaxing a little bit. The kid's safe, she promised. So she's just like, okay, now I'm just gonna make some flowers. Everything is good. No one's about to die. Like, let's relax a bit. I'm gonna make some for Dr. O. And like kind of like go inside her head. I'm gonna try to pull it up, make sure it doesn't like get melted or something.
Fine, it roughly just sits on top of it.
She tries to make one for Mr. B, but it ends up as a bracelet. Mr. B is too big, so you have a flower bracelet now, Mr. B.
Okay.
Is it on his sword arm?
Yeah, it's on his sword arm.
But
It's for
then
good
what's
luck.
But then where's the
The hilt?
bracelet around?
The hell?
I mean, the hilt is just my arm.
So then that's where it is.
Yep,
right?
Yep, that's
Yeah,
what it is. Whatever it's.
Work, Mr. B.
What?
Look, I'm 5 foot tall. I probably cannot reach your head, so it's gonna be on your arm.
That's very fair. You cannot reach my head.
Yep. And So it's slightly intimidating. I'm gonna try that. So
I mean, I'd lift you up if you.
Yeah, I feel like what you should be taking away from Mr. Bubbles is, that feeling of intimidation, but knowing that he has not harmed you and doesn't necessarily intend to. Like, like I might be imposing, but I've done nothing to you so far.
it's definitely that. So it's it's kind of like a peace offering. Like, hey, can be my sleep.
I think we have this understanding that if it's nice to the doctor, I think, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Let's be honest, Mr. B saved our lives probably of times already with those killing blows. So I'm just like, yes, let's all get on the stars.
I just tell Droop, okay, my son, I love you, and I would die for you, but I don't want you to die. I don't want to have to be in that situation, son. So
God,
let me give you the best advice I can possibly give you, son. Do not insult the doctor. Do not hurt the doctor.
Which one, the doctor?
Her. And then I motion to the little goopy girl.
Oh, okay. I will not insult her. That
Okay.
I like my life too. I want to live.
Yes. We all appreciate life here. Now you refer to her as the doctor. Dr. O, Dr. A, not B, not Goop. We don't do that here.
What about Dr. Oop? Because then I still get the doctor in there.
Let's just call her.
It's just easier for me to remember. I'm not very good with names.
I don't think Goop
I
is
feel like
insulting.
Dr. Oop is a compromise. What do you think? I feel like it's a compromise.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that, doctor?
Yeah. How do you feel about Dr. Oop?
Huh? And she'll look up from her notes. Oh, what's all this about? What are we talking? Oh, I don't care what he calls me. I just don't care. And then she goes back to her.
Oh, great! I call you Dr. Goop.
All right, Goop it is.
Dr. Goop it is. You can call me Droop. Oh, Oop, Droop. We rhyme.
Oh my God! Y'all sure do. I'm on the verge of tears. Y'all sure do.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Alright, so what do we do?
So this when Brecker comes back, it's just like this like Viv with teary eyes. Droop is just so proud of himself. I'm just here making another flower crown for Brecker when he comes back, so he doesn't feel left out.
The giant killing machine has flowers around his sword arm.
Exactly.
He's got.
Oh, it's
Mr.
just
B
like
just has the
eaten.
big peace sign like on his chest.
We're all having a good time here.
Proper powwow.
It's fantasy. Woodstock.
Hell, let me pull out my loot.
Oh God.
So
Brecker comes back like, what happened in 5 minutes?
Kumbaya, my lord.
All right. So as you've been congregated in front of here, just kind of talking with each other, the villagers have kind of been coming and going to wherever the day takes them. A few of them have cast askance glances your way, and even a few number have kind of stopped and are talking with their fellow neighbors. Every once in a while looking over to you. It's kind of a motley assortment. Nobody seems to want to actually come up, but people have definitely taken awareness of your presence.
We're just going to Sudar, right?
Yeah, Sildar would be inside, to your knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to? Are we going to keep him outside, or we're all going in and carry him inside?
Well, right now we're keeping him outside and dragging Sildar out.
Yeah, that's what I was under the impression. Figured that's why why Brecker went in alone.
Okay, gotcha.
Go fetch Sildar. And we can get out of here and get somewhere more comfortable. I'd rather hear what Sildar suggests we should do.
Right, I'll go with him and get Sildar.
All right, go ahead and move inside.
See my token in the map. Oh, no, I did. Never mind. We're all good.
Ah, there we are. Still had the city map loaded.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Thought this was going to be Theater of the Mind style stuff.
Yeah, my bad. I guess I didn't realize that you guys... Yep.
Let's see. Leave. Player knowledge. It was straight ahead, right?
Yep,
Straight
so
north.
if you went... You could go,
North.
yep, you could go through there. Through these doors.
There we go. Okay, thank you.
You go in to see Sildar speaking with Harbin Wester. Harbin Wester's kind of got that whole thing like he's being told to. Sildar's got an air of superiority over him, but nonetheless, they are deep in discussion over papers and talking about things. You open the doors, and both turn their glances to you. Harbin takes on a gasp of like, oh, great. More of this crap. And Sildar looks happy to see you. He hails. Ah! I heard you went out in search of the Redbrands. Good, good. You're still alive, that's a good sign. Tell me, what did you find?
This might be something you'd want to step outside to discuss. We have something we want to show you.
Oh? Let me finish this conversation. I'll be right out there. Well, anyway, as I was saying, Harbin, the taxes aren't just allocated to go into the treasury. They're supposed to be used for things. Use the treasury for such things as hedging defenses against interlopers, outsiders. A militia for the roads. You've been having goblin trouble and you haven't done a thing about it. That's one thing. Oh, yes, of course. I was meaning to get around to it, just things kept coming up. Sildar's response, yes, I'm sure. And he goes back.
Viv rolling her eyes like politicians.
Ends up out here. All right, lead the way. I'm right behind you.
Yes, 1 second. He walks up to Harbin. Lays the letter down on the ground. I would like to have this delivered to Neverwinter, please.
Oh, Neverwinter, is there a person of name that I can address it to?
Yes, her name is Alyssa. She'll be...
Alyssa, do you know where she might be quartered?
Out of character, do I remember... Would Brecker remember...
I don't know if we really remember one. We'll just say that, I don't know, like the academy or something.
Yeah. At the academy.
Oh, excellent. I'll see to that right away. We have a mail shipment going out pretty soon, actually.
Much appreciated.
He reaches out, grabs the letter. Goes in back. You see him moving around, putting it in like some papers or whatever. The door closes quickly behind him.
Right. Shall we go?
Oh yes, show me what it is that is so urgent.
Right. Screen down, there we go. Yes. We have found our quarry.
Sildar moves up. The look of pleasure on his face and pride quickly turns to astonishment. What the devils is... What have you done to Yano?
Or like what he tried to do to us. He's leading the Redbrands, working for the Black Spider.
What? What do you mean? Explain yourself.
We have a letter, right? Who has the letter?
I think I still have the letter, right?
Yep.
All right, so I hand the letter to Sildar.
He grabs it and reads it. Well, this is quite unexpected. So, Yano has made himself in league with the Black Spider and conspiring against our comrades, the dwarves. This is poor news indeed. You fool. I will have to report this to the Lord's Alliance immediately. If you don't have any plans for Yano, I'm certain we could find some room in the cells below.
I think we planned on interrogating him a bit, see what he knows.
Ah, surely. Of course, the privacy of the cells would be well suited for that.
So let's get him to the cells.
All right. One of you mind grabbing him? I will show the way.
Mr. B.
Oh, I'll grab his manacles.
All right.
Drag him along.
Sildar then leads you through all the chambers. All right, and my portal should be working.
Should we be seeing something right now?
If you go down the steps, there should be a portal.
Yes, it works.
There we go. Awesome.
I just see a 10-foot square. That's all I've seen for a while. I thought it was because Brecker was the one inside.
I
see
can't move
now?
because Wrecker's on top of me.
Oh, there I am.
There we go.
I'm having a screen lag.
It's a new map.
There you go.
Oh.
Sildar carries a torch down, sets light to a little candelabra thing. There we go.
We're all on top of one another now.
Hey, come on.
I'm trying, but the map keeps refreshing for me.
And you can toss Yarno into the cell.
I'd like to regain my manacles and my rope now.
Toss.
Okay.
Thank you. Bloop, bloop.
And waiting only...
Queen.
And waiting but a little bit longer. Sure enough, in time, Iarno awakens.
Morning, asshole.
Grabs his head. Looks around, his eyes open just slightly. The light seems to kind of hurt a little bit. Oh, well. Excellent, comrades. So good to see you.
In your office, and we know that you're in with the Black Spider. We're looking for Gundi. Where can we find him?
Gundi. I can't say I know a Gundi.
Oh, what was it? Gundren. Yeah.
Ah, the Rockseeker brother. Well, yes, I've heard of him.
More than here, I expect. We know you took him to the Black Spider.
I did not transport anyone to any Black Spider, no. You're going to need to be more specific.
Quit playing stupid, Yardo. We've seen the letter. We know what you've been up to. Might as well just tell us everything. Be done with it.
Ah, I remember you. Brecker, is it? Alyssa's friend. Don't tell me you came all the way out here in the wilderness to find me.
Well, what else am I supposed to do when you've just abandoned your own student in a city I'm not even sure she's ever been to before?
Well, Alyssa is capable of herself. And I had pressing business matters to attend to. You see, I'm a busy man.
Clearly.
More.
No, it appears so. Not quite so busy anymore.
Sure, if you let us know where Gundi is, they'll, ease on your sentences. You've caused a lot of trouble. You're responsible for the man who died below the manor.
That man's fate is his own.
Mm-hmm.
I had nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Just like you had nothing to do with the family that was sitting in the cells just across the ravine from where we found you.
That's nasty business is a necessary evil, so to say, for what we are doing here. Can't have such people spreading things and making a mess of our plans.
What are you doing here?
I'm cleaning up the countryside.
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Do I? What is in it for me? You have me captured. I am at your mercy.
What do you think, Sildar?
I think his fate is already sealed. Lord Albrecht, you will answer to justice. The Lord's Alliance will see to it. Even now I am drafting up a notice, just trying to find out whatever information we might discover with your aid, if you know my meaning. The more you tell us, the easier the sentence will be on you. Though I am not sure you will stand trial for much. I'm not sure you will get quite a good sentence upon it. Sildar Hallwinter. You came here to find me as well, eh? It appears old Iarno is quite an important figure if people wish to travel all the way to the ends of the wilderness. Neverwinter's a ways away.
Sucks.
I take it that means I'm doing a good job.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yes, you
are.
I hate
He's
him so
insufferable.
much.
Oh.
Sildar says, Iarno, if you have any sense of honor within you, any at all, tell us what you know. Let us be done with this business. There are lives at stake. Iarno spits back. I need certain assurances. What can you propose to me for such information that I might have?
How about protection for the Black Spider? You failed in capturing us.
I wish I could speak so I could say like protection from me.
We've already know all about his plans and have already begun taking steps to foil them wherever we find them. I'm sure that you will not like the fact that you failed. It will likely come after you.
You are wise beyond your meager standings. You would protect me against the Black Spider.
Better than that.
You think you could?
We'll do better than that. We'll bring him down, whatever he is, and end his entire operation.
Ah, yes. Whatever he is. You have no idea what you're up against. The Black Spider has many allies. And yes, I could do with some protection. My trust in your capabilities to do just that is, well, let's say, lacking some faith.
That's all you got.
That is a good point. Tell you what. If you manage to get me back to Neverwinter, transported, you will have all the information that you need.
You know, that's funny, because that would imply that we would take you out of this cell in which we have you currently arrested, safely transport you somewhere else, and free you without any consequences. And we would have nothing out of it until we deliver this promise. Meanwhile, what we can offer on our side is, have you ever heard about the giant plants in the Chotan Peninsula? You know, what they do is they keep their food inside pouches, much like your cell right now. And like our good doctor, they have exit that, you know, they take it and slowly over time eat creatures about 2-3 times their size. I would say about your difference from the good doctor. So right now we have you in a cage, and we have several means of taking our time and making sure we get some information out, while you have a position that puts us in trouble and you in a very good place. So the math doesn't work in your favor right now. So how about we make a better deal?
I'm not even gonna use a intimidation check for that. That was intimidating as hell.
I'm fanning myself.
You see his whole demeanor kind of change. You wouldn't dare harm me.
Well,
Do you know who I am?
No, and that's exactly why I wouldn't care what happened to you. I don't give a damn about you.
Ooh.
So this is the justice you speak of, Sildar. Sildar actually kind of like takes a step back and with a little bit of a smirk. Nobody even knows I am here, Yano. I told them I was on my way to the frontier in search of you, but I have yet to give any message response back. It is all dependent on you and what you choose to do right now. For what message I send. I suggest you listen to this wood elf woman. And Iarno speaks up again. Can you guarantee you will look after my safety until as such a time as I can be managed and transported back to Neverwinter? I wish to keep my life.
I mean, as far as I know, we're not the one that killed someone else. So, I think that's enough, right?
If you think these cell doors down here in this cellar will keep anyone from the Black Spider's grasp, you are sorely mistaken. You are not dealing with merely a foe or a warlord of any such type. You are dealing with the assassin, a race of assassins. Black Spider is a drow.
Oh.
And I don't doubt he will stop at nothing to hedge up any such loose ends as I appear to have found myself in now.
Well, the Black Spider doesn't know you're alive, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
The Black Spider doesn't know you came out of this alive, right?
To the last of his knowledge, the Black Spider knows that I am alive. He has no knowledge of my capture. My presence being here can only tell me that you have rooted out my Redbrands from our hideout. Don't know the fate of the rest in this town, but I can only assume that it is a ragtag team. You will find out in time, I'm sure. And it is then that I believe very likely he will send out messengers to try to find me, and when he cannot find me, he will look for me somewhere in town and find me here in the cellar. I need to get out as soon as possible.
He need to be sent to Neverwinter for trial anyhow?
Sildar nods his head. Yes, he will answer to the Lord's Alliance in that town.
Well, if he tells us the information now, perhaps we could, help him out to safety to Neverwinter for trial.
We can certainly come to some such arrangements.
Because right now, nobody knows that he's under our... Nobody knows he's been captured. Nobody knows the Red Band hideout has been cleared out. If we move quickly, assuming he gives us the information we need, perhaps we can get him to trial.
I will tell you such information as at such a time that you have already arranged for my transport, and I will tell you between the bars or from behind the gag that you place in my mouth upon the horse that which is supposed to transport me. Nothing sooner.
God, I hate this guy.
Or perhaps you tell us early, and we might be able to formulate a plan of attack before the spider even knows anything's wrong.
Bold of you to assume he has not already found out. Need I remind you, we are dealing with a dark elf.
Indeed. But we were also very thorough in our cleaning up of the hideout.
Oh? Have you killed all of my men?
Most. Those that did not die at our blades were tied up, safe and sound, unable to move.
And those posted about the town, you took care of them too? They don't have a chance of walking off? What about the bugbears? Did you kill them too?
All of them.
Easily.
Well, that should buy us some time, at least.
I mean, let's rip a part of you behind as proof that, you're not completely full in your brain. That's evident that you're not completely full. I really don't like you.
Oh, well, that is a shame. I rather like you.
The sentiment is not the same. How about we have half and half here? You give us some information that is critical for us to get in your ass to safety, and we get your ass to safely, mostly intact.
I will divulge all such information that I have gained in my employment, my partnership with the Black Spider, at such a time that you have arranged for my transportation to Neverwinter. I will not repeat this again. And then he sits on the bed and stares at the far wall, crossing his hands in front of his body.
I have never felt such a connection to Mr. B before. But slowly I do. I'll just sit down and look at Becker and Sitter and the others. Well, for me, back at home, I would rip his arm off somewhere, and that's not warning enough down south, but I'll leave the decision to you guys.
Bare physical torture may not make it prove very, very useful in this situation.
All right. I guess. Well, we still need his tongue attached to get some information.
I just want to kill him.
Right, me too. I cannot even hear Mr. B's thoughts, but I just feel this connection.
Yeah, Brecker is definitely darting eyes between the two. Y'all just cautious.
Your eyes
the next
meet my glowing voids, and we just understand one another for a moment.
Well, it's like that, like, oh man, we just get some blades going on here and get that stitch solved. But yeah, I feel like it's either we get this guy some out, or I mean, I would like to get some information out at least before we did that, because I don't trust him at all, not even like a single strand of his hair. But
Excuse me, can I talk to him for a second?
I'm sorry, is it my hope for years? Did you say you wanted to dissect him?
I mean, normally, yes, but can you give me just a second to speak with him?
Yes.
Mr. Bubbles, come here. And she'll...
Yep.
I need Mr. Bubbles close. There we go.
Okay.
Hi, maybe you remember me, and this is my associate, Mr. Bubbles. We're the ones who tracked you down and brought you down. Now, I think you may be under a misconception because we kept you alive and we brought you here for trial. That's not normally how Mr. Bubbles and I operate. You see, we only kept you alive because we're looking for my friend Gundi, or Gundren. Yeah, everybody calls him Gundren. But know this. That's the only reason you're alive. And if I don't get that information, I have no qualms in making sure that you are alive no more. So waiting for the Black Spider and a trip to Neverwinter is completely out of the question. Your life ends if I do not get information about Gundi. I do not care even about the Black Spider. I want to know where my friend is. Do you understand me?
I understand your attempts at intimidation, but again, a death at your hands compared to a slowly, painfully remarkable existence by the drow who would undoubtedly capture me pales in comparison. The Dark Elves have ways of torturing their prisoners that we can't even dream of.
Yes. Torture. It's my business to tear creatures apart and reform them and heal them so that I can tear them apart again. You think perhaps Mr. Bubble, this large automaton, he's the one to be scared of, but it's not Mr. Bubbles. It's actually me.
He gives a nervous look to you, turning his face, giving you a study kind of up and down. What exactly are you? I have not encountered a creature such as you, at least not one so eloquent. Your body composition seems to be quite amorphous.
Yes, that doesn't matter not. I'm the creature that will kill you. And it won't just be death. It'll be lingering, and it'll be painful. And I am very skilled at it. Extremely so.
Suppose a little bit of information won't hurt, so much as it sweetens the deal. The 3 bugbears that were there were there to help me keep the population of Phandelver under control. I got the Redbrands to manage without them, so their presence was not known. They knew the location to Wave Echo Cave, though I do not. That such information was not given to me. Hardly surprising, the Black Spider is quite intelligent and cunning. I was planning to try to make a profit for myself to capitalize on some sort of weakness, though I could not find one. He is searching for Wave Echo Cave in the Forge of Souls. Do you know of it?
Do I know of it?
You definitely would not, because you're not from this little universe, but Vivacity, Brecker, and Melian could certainly make me a history check.
Does it require skill?
Yes, it requires
Proficiency?
to be proficiency. Yep, it requires proficiency.
Yeah, I'm out.
You say
I'm only half with it.
Yep, you can. That would count.
wait, is that history?
History.
Oh
History.
yes, I am proficient in that.
Okay.
Okay.
Siri here.
Hey!
Melian, oddly enough, you have heard from your family as they have kind of traveled around the world doing trade. You have heard about a fabled Forge of Souls. It is an old tale, more of passing interest than anything substantial. The Forge of Spells was a forge of great power in ages past that the dwarves, elves, and gnomes used to make great works of magic. And you suspect now the Forge of Spells was in this mine that you are looking for with Gundren?
So I am going to relay information that I got from my associate and from my family, from traveling around. This is what I heard from tales. We thought it was just tall tales, imagination, or grandeur from elves seeking things they could possibly make. We never thought it actually existed. Nevertheless, and even here in a place such as this.
Ah, yes, so you have heard. Forge of Spells in the Wave Echo Cave, the Phandelver Pact. From ages and ages ago. This town of Phandalin was... well, it was the trade hub for the Phandelver Cave, and the dwarves, gnomes, and elves that inhabited it, that held it. It had been swept away by the orc hordes many, many, many years ago, and only now is re-emerging. Well, tales be told, Wave Echo Cave has been found again. The dwarves have uncovered it, and its location learned by the Black Spider in addition. He is seeking to try and prevent any other outsiders from finding its location until he can mount a defensible position. That was my task. Trying to keep such interlopers out of Phandelin, until he could manage that.
I see. So that's why you got involved with the Redbrands.
Yes. The muscle. Not quite my forte, but I managed. Didn't need the bugbears. So tell me, did Gundren tell you of the location of Wave Echo Cave, or did he hold that for himself as well?
I think you are the one giving us information here.
Ah, surely, surely. Well, I've given you the information that I have. I think now is the time to return the favor. Will you get me safely out of here?
We'll talk about arrangements for your travel. To Phandelver, or to Neverwinter.
Don't take too long. I wish to, I do not wish to see purple eyes in the darkness.
I do feel like we've got what we're gonna get out of this guy, so...
Sildar speaks up. I always had some sort of mistrust from wizards, but never did I think it would be so proven true. You are a coward, Iano. But nonetheless, you will see your justice. I will make sure of it. We will post guards. You will not be molested in these cages. But tell me, are you the only one? Or is there more betrayal within the Lord's Alliance? Oh, no worries, Sildar. I was working alone. You know how I do not like to share profits. I can only hope you are being truthful.
Could I try to see if he's lying?
Yeah, roll insight.
All right. Okay.
You have strong conviction that he is being truthful. He seems exactly like the type of person that would want to have all of the information and reveal only as much as is needed to manipulate people. He's very likely working on his own that he came here, and there are no others in the Lord's Alliance, at least that he would know of, that are in on this.
I think he's being honest here, Sildar.
Sildar gives a quick nod of his head. Then I will leave you in the darkness. Goes up the stairs.
Wrecker falls.
We arrange your transport. Will you be able to tell us where they've taken Gundren?
Gundren, I believe they have taken him to their fortress out in the wilds, Cragmaw Castle.
And you know where that's located?
I have never been. I was not shown. I did not want to go. That is where the goblins are.
When you were running away just then, where were you gonna go?
I was going to escape. First part is the escape. Second part is figuring out where to go next.
Well, surely you have some kind of rendezvous with the Black Spider.
Oh,
Alice
yes. Of course. I was going to meet up with him eventually, though I doubt it would be me meeting up with him. Would likely be quite the other way around.
So, hey. Okay, he'll just head upstairs. I think we should all go somewhere private to discuss.
Great. I'm gonna follow Dr. O and the rest.
We have that,
Droop walks by and he takes his little stick and he like rattles it on the bars, like, you know, like when you're on a fence, does that. He says, you know, I never really liked you. Just thought you should know that.
You told him, son.
I love Drew.
Should we show Sildar where the cave is so that he can get the other criminals, or arrange to have the criminals taken?
probably would be a good idea.
Before their friends get to them and untie them.
We could disclose all that once we have our private meeting.
Yep.
Did you say the room at the hotel or at the inn? Be a good spot.
I think we need to be nearby, just to make sure he's not released from those cells or anything for now, so Sildar can take care of all of the arrangements for that.
Fair enough.
What map are we on now?
Same map.
Oh,
we
here
all
go.
went upstairs, yeah.
Sildar
My
speaks
screen was
up.
black.
Oh. Sildar speaks up. If you want privacy, I think actually up in the tower would suit. If you follow me, I can take us there.
Got stuck on a table.
Same here. God damn it.
I cannot move. Oh, okay, I cannot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How do I get there now? Oh, I went the wrong way. My bad.
Not letting me move past this one spot.
Is it up through here?
Oh.
Seems very tower-like.
No, go on the other end.
Right here. See
Yep.
my icon? Back to where you came.
Oh.
Okay.
Thought I had you.
Yeah, this is the way. Is this right? Yeah. Yeah.
I can't move.
We made it.
Every time someone new loads onto the map, I'm like, my whole map refreshes.
All right, and Sildar speaks up. So, nobody should be able to overhear us here. What do you wish to discuss?
Tower.
My brain died. If somebody else has.
Well, first off, we did leave a few Redbrands alive back at the hideout. If you want to send someone down to retrieve them, we could give you the location to the cave network that they used.
Ah, that would be most excellent. Where's the location?
Parker will kind of detail the location of the cave entrance they used.
Ah, I will.
Your way may be through the manor. The manor on top of the hill, I think.
Oh,
Yes.
I believe they reference it as Tressendar Manor.
Yes.
Tressendar Manor.
They used the cellar of the manor as their base.
I will amass some militia, and we will certainly take care of that. The Redbrands will see to their crimes.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not sure Iarno has any more useful information for us. But maybe I'm wrong. Perhaps arrange some transport for him tonight, or as quickly as possible to get him away from here. I think he's right. I think he will be killed.
I will arrange it.
Does everybody agree with that, or do you think he knows where Cragmaw Castle is?
I don't know. He said that most likely the spider would find him instead of the other way around. So
do we transport him and hope the spider comes for him?
Honestly, I think so, because I don't want, if the spider's as dangerous as he says, I don't want him anywhere near here.
So you're suggesting we use him as bait?
Why the hell not? What else use does he have? Scumbag.
What you're thinking?
Well, he is still a magic user. He could be quite slippery if the conditions are correct. I only err on the edge of caution. You wish to use him as bait. Make sure we have certain assurances that would prevent his escape.
What kind of recommendations do you have?
now that he doesn't have any more use, we could cut his tongue off. He cannot make spells without that.
Though quite grisly, that is correct. You take away his ability to form magical things with his hands, can't cast his spells. I am not quite learned in the ways of the arcane, but I know there are certain material components as well as gestures.
Yes, I was sure to take everything off his person when we were in the once we captured him for exactly those purposes. Would my character have any idea how easy it may or may not be for him to cast spells?
Make me an Arcana check. You suspect that he would likely have the ability to cast a few, even if he doesn't have his components or his staff as the focus.
Or a spellbook.
Yep. Because there are some spells that only require verbal components. There's some spells that require verbal and somatic. Not all use material.
I mean, if his hands are bound and his mouth is
Chop
gagged,
his hands off.
I'm sure somebody another winter can repair them.
Replayer.
Repair them. No, we'll just have to make sure that he is quite incapacitated and very well secured.
Yeah, if we don't have anyone from the Blood Starter to mess with our actions, I think it would be safe to bound and gag him and transport him.
Hilda, do you think it might be possible for us to secure some sort of wagon? Some kind of covered cart?
Certainly. I can guarantee we could find something that would suit. I dare say, I am intrigued by this Cragmaw Castle. Perhaps if we can manage to keep him alive for much longer, and if we were to find the Cragmaw Castle, it would give us a little bit of leverage.
Certainly. So then is that the plan? To escort him? And either we get him there and he gives us information, or we lure in the Black Spider. Or, he escapes and we keep track of him.
What if we
The
try?
idea of him escaping.
What if we try using a decoy first? Maybe see if we can find a covered cart, let out some kind of rumor that he's been captured, and we're sending him, and we're transporting him to Neverwinter for interrogation, and just leave him here and see if the spider will attack the cart. Find nothing there except us.
That is quite clever, Brecker. And I'm sure if they were to capture him, they would likely be bringing him back to the Cragmaw Castle. Killing two birds with one stone, so to speak. Ingenious.
Well, it sounds like we have a plan, or at least the beginnings of one. We can discuss more.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I could sure use a rest before we go.
Oh, definitely, me too. I cannot make even a little flower right now with how depleted I am.
But speed is of the
Flower crown.
I myself am all tapped out.
If we have a fake Yarno, is there anyone who can pretend like they're him? Do we need that?
If I have anything like that.
I can look at the guy's self, but I don't.
Right.
Yeah, I could switch it. Couldn't I switch it out in the rest?
Bards do not switch out spells. A druid can, because they prepare spells, but a bard knows spells. Brecker prepares spells, he does not know spells. I think artificers prepare spells too. It's only if you're a class that prepares spells that can switch out on a rest.
disguise self, but that's not going to work. Mr. Bubbles cannot be away. I can't be away from Mr. Bubbles, and he can't be away from me.
I mean, I do have a disguise it.
So, certainly some progress. Do any of us look similar to Iarno?
I think I do. What's funny?
Awkward.
I mean, I'm pretty good with it.
I fear your horns might be somewhat of an issue.
Oh, I don't mean for myself. I mean, I just could make somebody else up.
But perhaps if Melly is comfortable with it.
Couldn't she like wild shape into something like him?
I think it has to be a animal.
Yeah, it has to be an animal.
Yeah, humans are animals.
I mean, does he have long hair? I can hide my ears so if he have a long hair and take my makeup off and
I can use my makeup to create the illusion of a fantasy.
Yeah, all right. I hate that fucking guy, but I could pass off of him and just have to look like an asshole. Okay.
You'll wear it a lot better.
Thanks. Alright, okay. Alright, I will take the inspiration of being an asshole and I'll have to be as disgusting as he is.
Alright, so, Viv would have to apply makeup using the disguise kit, so we'd probably do...
we may need to do a long rest first.
We do need to rest before.
Yeah, I have no spell slot.
We might want to rest here or somewhere close.
Yeah.
Could
Could we rest in the inn and then maybe get some potions and stuff? If I'm not mistaken, the lion something inn? No, lion. I forgot the place. But it's the one that we were the sling
The
goods.
Lion's Talon? Oh no, you're talking about the inn. The Talon's the shop.
Yeah, no, it's a shop that we returned the goods to, and they said that they would give us discounts on stuff. We could, take a long rest and then go there, get any other objects or products we might need, and try to catch our prey.
I think that's a good idea. We rest. We should probably rest. Yeah, here, close. One of those things. Maybe take shifts looking after Iarno while we rest. And then, we need to just prep for... Sildar will acquire us a covered wagon for transport. Then after we've rested, we can we spread word that he's going to be transported.
We can stay free at the end.
It's also my only fear about this plan is that they may not try to take him back. They may just kill him outright. Try to kill him outright. Permanent silence. If we disguise Million as Yardo, she'll be the one in danger of this.
You bring up a very good point.
And it's fine. I'm not going to be away from you guys. So,
I was just pointing out some risks, so.
I mean, I am fine with this plan. Of course, we can do that after. Are you talking about the dangers after we go out, or is it before with him being here and having in danger of him leaving?
The danger would be if they do decide to ambush our caravan, rather than capturing you, taking you back to the castle. I fear the only danger would be them instead just deciding to silence him for good.
Mm,
Then and there, just killing him outright,
mm.
which would be killing you.
We'll all be there, so if they attempt that, then we kill whoever's there on the spot.
Fair.
We'll make sure Melly is only like loosely bound or like pretended to. We'll just make it look like she is, so that she'll be in full ability to defend herself.
Yeah, and I can always wild shape into something small and escape through the because I'm gonna be in a wagon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can always wild shape into something small enough that I can just escape through it.
That's fair.
I feel like I'm the one that could easily escape any situation uh, um, without more danger. So yeah, I think it should be fine. I like this plan.
Very well. If you're confident, if you're sure about this, then I'm on board as well.
Right, does everybody think this is a good plan?
Yeah, I'm on board with it.
What about you, Sildar? Do you think this will work?
I think you have quite a good plan on your hands. We have the fish. I should say the worm. The fish is this black spider. Put the worm on the hook and wait for it to bite. And we'll discover exactly where the castle Cragmaw is.
Alright, then perhaps do we have another, like, we'll need to pick up the Redbrands and obviously put them in the prison as well. Will there be a way to move Iarno to a separate prison after the fact?
The only cells we have are those underneath where he now sits. I fear if we were to put him anywhere else, his odds of escape would be much greater. Even though right now, you never know with wizards. Whatever he might have cooked up his sleeves.
Then perhaps we should bring the Redbrands somewhere else.
I mean, they did mention that without they were like not really they were not really harmless, but not really troublesome up until a month ago, which is when Glasstaff joined their ranks. So I don't know if we should have to go there and gather them and lock them somewhere else, or just perhaps leave them. Hopefully, the local authorities. No, I don't trust that guy. Never mind. I don't trust the town master at all.
No, Sildar is the local authorities, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So I think we keep the Redbrands separate from Iarno. Perhaps I do not know about Viv. I know types of illusion magic exist. Perhaps we could even cover up the cells with some minor illusions to make it appear like there's not even a door, for instance.
Yeah. We could also cast of himself to look like a Redbrand.
Well, I doubt he'll disguise himself. There's a chance he's going to operate trying to escape after we leave.
Sure. Does he really need his tongue? I'm still on that. I'm still completely on board with that idea.
What has he done to deserve his tongue?
Not speak.
Nothing. Yeah.
Just casually talking about mutilation. Love it.
Just D&D things.
Yep, D&D things.
I find that many body pieces can be reattached after the fact. It's just how much energy you want to put into reattaching it.
That's true. That's true. Well, we could keep it in a bag.
I once saw a guy
In a waterproof bag.
that had a necklace made out of tongues.
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
I don't know why I supplied this information. I just thought it was neat.
I mean, I've seen people with necklace made of tooth out of beastly defeated, but that's the first time I've heard of that. I mean, each to their own, but let's start with one. I mean, we have one here. We could start a necklace.
Tongue necklace.
Ew.
Imagine like a month later, just like petrified. Oh God. So, but what do you guys have in mind to keep him away and to keep him from escaping? I feel maybe Viv could disguise him, like we could keep him gagged and bound, and Viv could disguise him as a Redbrand. Maybe we could just put a cloak on him and just keep him away from the others.
Oh, honey, by the time I'm done with him, everybody will be gagging.
Yeah, I mean, if he's bound and gagged and disguised, then it's quite possible he'll just look like another Redbrand.
Like that.
But I
Which-
believe we can sell off some of our materials, buy materials, rest, refresh our spells, be prepared for different things.
Agreed. Yes.
Sounds good to me.
I do absolutely think we should keep somebody around Iarno while we rest. As more or less an eye. Guards, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Commissioner B, do it. He don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
Sit on him.
I only need 4 hours of meditation too. I don't like that guy. I can stay there.
I do have to do like no action to like actually rest, but
I
I
could
can sleep.
I could keep my son on the lookout.
Yeah, you could.
Mind resting in one of the cells. Or outside the cell. Why? I just like a nice cozy place on the floor is fine.
My beautiful sweet boy would do anything for us.
We can't tell him, obviously. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, this session's almost over.
Yeah, you got 4 minutes.
So
Alright.
realistically,
Oh yeah.
no.
So is it pretty much settled? Do you guys have your plan of action?
We're gonna rest at the inn, right? At the local inn, or are we resting here?
Well, I think Mr. Bubbles, Melly, and Dr. O are gonna rest here, and then everybody else can rest at the inn.
Everybody else. Not many people left, but all right.
I mean, Viv, you are welcome to sleep in the cells if you would like.
I would like not to have I can get free lodging just about anywhere as long as I sing a song or two. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sleep in a bed. Y'all have fun, but Viv needs her beauty sleep.
Yeah.
Well, then I think first is Manaclean. Yarnu, gagging him and disguising him before we bring in all the other Redbrands. And we do not let him share a cell with any of the others. Does this sound like a good plan?
I like it.
Sure.
Right. Okay. That rest, grab the other Redbrands, then we get our real plans together. We can talk about specifics, I guess, over chat in the next few days, or whatever, and then have all the stuff ready to go for next time.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. So I will just say it is about like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And in order to get a rest, you have to go a full 24 hours since you started the last rest. So you wouldn't be able to do a long rest yet. You'd have to wait until I think you took it at like 10 p.m. the previous night. So you have to wait a few hours. So it probably makes sense to do a lot of the provisions and go grab the Redbrands first. So we can say that all happened, and then we will join the next time with all of that basically being done, and then you would be waking up from your rest. How does that sound?
Sounds good to
All right.
me.
That's reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, sounds
All
great.
right.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like
that means it is that time. It is the end of our session. And I will say good night to all of you, good morning to some. I don't know, it's not morning for any of you, is it? Maybe for some of the viewers.
in a minute.
In 1 minute it will be, yeah.
All right, so thank you very much. I had a great time as always, and we will be rejoining the Lost of Minds of Phandelver for next session, which is set for, let's see, should be
24?
July 24th. Yes, July 24th, because that's a Sunday. All right, so if anything were to change that, let me know, and we'll get it all figured out. But great job, everybody. I had fun, as always, and I will say good night. This is me signing off.
All right, good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Yeah.
There we go. Good session. I still got a cough. I had COVID, and I heard that sometimes you can have a lingering cough for up to like a year afterwards, and that sucks. I have that cough that won't go away. But this was the end, and so I will have to say good night to all of you out there. Good morning to some. If it is morning for you, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. We're well underway in this campaign. Getting a great story going down. This is kind of exciting. This next part that they're going to be trying, I get to actually whip up a little something special, because it's not really part of the campaign, but I think it makes complete logical sense. They have captured Yarno, Glasstaff, Yarno Albrecht, and they are going to use him as bait to find Cragmaw Castle. I think that is perfect. So we will be joining in 2 weeks' time. Make sure you are there. But for now, it is time to sign off. And that is the music that we use to say goodbye. To all of those out there who support, who show up, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I saw we got quite a few viewers at one time. It's always exciting to see more and more numbers getting up there, trying to spread the Tavern League a little bit. I hope to get some more campaigns going. I hope to get encounters going. Encounters is pretty well underway. I actually hit a pretty exciting milestone in my little back curtain development. I got some crafting systems going down, and we are getting that up, set, and ready to go. Hopefully, maybe even, this week, sending out some feelers for people. So if you're interested in encounters, make sure to keep an eye on my Games Master profile and start playing games. Also, if you could send a review if you've ever played with me at the table for Start Playing Games as a GM, I would greatly appreciate it. Check out the YouTube, check me out on Twitter, do all that, give me a follow. And go ahead and tip those bad boys back. Finish out your mugs, your shot, your drink of water, whatever you have. Thank you so much for joining. This has been the Tavern League.